and save up to $1,000. For your furnace installs or service calls, call Courtesy at 306-382-4122. We offer emergency services to keep your natural gas heating equipment and air conditioners running smoothly. Courtesy is your service professionals and a Sask Energy Network member. Courtesy Plumbing and Heating. Call 306-382-4122.
Over 36 years and going strong.
Yep,
Pregame Limited, a family-owned business that has been manufacturing and supplying precast concrete products for Saskatchewan customers with the best quality and service possible. In the market for a septic tank, steps, residential fence, planters, or other precast concrete products? Call Precon Limited at 306-931-9229 or look them up online, preconltd.ca. Precon Limited, 306-931-9229.
Hospital Home Lottery bonus prize deadline is midnight Friday. Explore the open road with the Range Rover Velar bonus prize, or take $100,000 cash and be in to win the stunning $2.2 million grand prize show home in Ravenswood Estates, custom built by Hometown Homes with $50,000. Add on the huge 50-50 and cash calendar to win even more. Supporting Saskatoon Hospitals. Bonus prize deadline midnight Friday. Buy now, win more at hospitalhomelottery.org.
I'm Graydon Seidman from Abbotsford, British Columbia, and this is Blades Hockey on CJWW.
A little less than 6.5 minutes until puck drop here tonight at SaskTel Center. It's the Blades and the Swift Current Broncos. No Adam Ermentrout tonight. Tanner Chuby is busy, the Director of Communications with the Saskatoon Blades. So we have brought in a former Blade, a former WHLer who played 249 games in this league throughout his career, and he's very noticeable, well known in this city for being a news anchor on CTV here in Saskatoon. John Flatters, great to have you along. Welcome to our broadcast.
I got to tell you, Les, this is just reminding me of 17 years ago, around this time last year, or 17 years ago, when I was down there after a game chatting with you, and boy, that was when I knew that Les Lazaruk is the toast of the WHL broadcast team, and so it's an absolute pleasure for me to be here.
Well, it's a treat to have a Blade alumni who's in the business helping me out tonight, because you can go down and do an interview in between periods, and I know you'll do it spot on, so I'm really looking forward to your take on things here tonight. But let's get to keys to the game. A presentation of Sutherland Radiator, the small-town family-run shop in the big city. 10 games left in the regular season, John. Let's go from a player's perspective. You're not that far removed from being a player. Tell me what it's like late in the season like this, trying to get up and trying to find your way to make sure that you're ready to go to get to the position you want to get to.
Well, for the Blades, I mean, obviously a lot of change at the trade deadline, and so a lot of new faces. It does take time to find your identity again with some of those new faces. The Blades have now done that, and now it's the kind of the final push to the playoffs, and I know you've probably hinted at it sort of throughout the second half of the year, but now every game, just intensity and the accountability from every player on the ice ramps up, and I'm sure they're tired of hearing about it, because you start to hear, treat every game, treat every shift like a playoff shift. And so it's just going to be about finding all the little things that are going to get you an advantage against a team that you never know you might face in the playoffs.
A 20-year-old such as yourself back in the day, be important to help out as a leader towards the young guys. This is a very young team. There's 9 17-year-olds in the lineup tonight and a couple of very good 16-year-olds. The older guys have to show the leadership and make sure that the message from the coach, which can be yeah in the ear, gets through to the leaders to them too.
You're absolutely right, and one of the things I've learned about this Blades identity over the last decade and a half since I was here was that it's all about the personality. So you have to be a character to play on this team. You have to understand what's expected of you, and so you take it from either it's a 20-year-old or a 16-year-old or a kid who's called up. You know what's expected of you, and especially when you get to this time of the season, everything's just a little bit more fun. So absolutely no trouble getting up for games and staying, I guess, ready for the impending playoff.
And when I asked you to do this and you started doing some research and getting ready for this, what was your expectation for tonight?
Well, when I talked to you about the power play, I watched the Blades game there, just the other game against Edmonton. Great game, they picked up the win, but oh boy, that power play has to pick it up. And you mentioned, what are they, 2 for 25 on their last 25. That's got to change, especially again when you only get limited chances. You're not going to get 7 power plays against the Broncos tonight.
Probably not. The keys to the game with yours truly and John Flatters, brought to you by Sutherland Radiator, the small-town family-run shop in the big city. Here are your lineup changes for tonight. First of all, for the visiting Swift Current Broncos. Their head coach is Terrace McEwen, assistant coaches Regan Darby and Zach Franco, and the scratches for the Broncos are all coaches' decisions. Defenseman Daxton Urix, along with forwards Kurt Rooks and Jackson Gaucher. For the Saskatoon Blades, head coach Dan De Silva and assistant coach Andrew Sarr. They have out of the lineup tonight Hunter Lang for a second game with a lower body injury, and Slovakian center Francisek Day misses a 13th game with an upper body injury, but both are close to returning, maybe even this weekend. Cohen Lodge on left wing and Riley Budd, the third goaltender, are coaches' decisions for the Blades. Those are the lineup changes. On the out-of-town scoreboard, a presentation of All West Sales Rosetown. Highway 7 West. See all their agriculture products and services at allwestsales.ca. Elsewhere in the Western Hockey League tonight, you've got 4 other games. Brandon's in Edmonton, Kelowna at Lethbridge, Portland at home to Kamloops, and Prince George goes to Wenatchee. In the NHL tonight, Ottawa leads Chicago 1-0 midway through the first period. Washington's opened the scoring on Broadway against the Rangers in the first period, and still to come later on, Toronto going to Vegas, Anaheim visiting Vancouver, and the LA Kings hosting St. Louis. In the Professional Women's Hockey League tonight, there is one game. New York and Boston tied 1-1 after one period of play. In the Montana's Brier, Mike McEwen's team defeated Ryland Claytor's team. The two Saskatchewan teams played this afternoon. McEwen over Claytor 7-2. McEwen 7-0. Claytor 3-3 and in danger of not making the playoffs. And in baseball exhibition play today, it was the Blue Jays falling 7-6 to Pittsburgh in Bradenton, Florida. Toronto's record in the Grapefruit League is 6 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. That's the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by All West Sales Rosetown, Highway 7 West. See all their agriculture products and services at allwestsales.ca. Your starting skaters tonight, a presentation of Berg's Plumbing and Heating. Need a tankless water heater? Book them, Dano, a Sask Energy Network member. For the Saskatoon Blades, their starting skaters on defense, Captain Ben Saunderson, along with Jordan Martin. Cooper Williams at center, the left winger David Lewandowski, and the right winger is Zach Olson. And for the Swift Current Broncos, on defense, Hunter Mayo and Grayson Brzezinski. At center, Clarke Caswell, left winger Brady Burney, and the right winger Luke Misselbacher. Those are the starting skaters, brought to you by Berg's Plumbing and Heating. Need a tankless water heater? Book them, Dano, a Sask Energy Network member. Your officials for tonight's game, the referees are Adam Forbes and Braden Glynn. Riley Carrier and Justin Primo are the linesmen, and Derek Blosky is the video official. And your starting goaltenders, a presentation of GoalTech, providing expert training for all ages, plus top brand name equipment and equipment repair. GoalTech, your goaltending specialists. For the Broncos, in goal to my broadcast left is 20-year-old Reed Dick, making his 41st appearance of the season. 19 wins, 19 losses, 1 extra time loss, 2 shutouts, a goals against average of 3.56, and a save percentage of 89%. And for the Saskatoon Blades, making his 12th straight start in goal to my right is Ethan McCallum. His 28th appearance of the year, 23rd with the Blades. Overall, 10-9-3 for McCallum, a 3.32 goals against average, a save percentage of 89.4%. But with the Blades, McCallum has a record of 9 wins, 8 losses, 3 extra time losses, a goals against average of 3.19, and a save percentage of 90.1%. Those are the starting goaltenders, brought to you by GoalTech, providing expert training for all ages, plus top brand name equipment and equipment repair. GoalTech, your goaltending specialist. That does it for the pregame show. We're going to be back with the opening face-off momentarily as it's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Blade City, now we're set. This has been the pregame show. First face-off is coming up next. Blades Hockey plays on CJWW.
Are you afraid of losing your car or home due to debt? Don't let fear or shame hold you back from seeking help. Bankruptcy
Fans,
is
please
not
rise
the
if
only
you're
option.
able, and
A
kindly
consumer
remove your
proposal
hats
can
and welcome
reduce your
Kate
monthly
Earhart
payments,
for the
lower
singing
your
of the
overall
Canadian
debt, and
National
allow you
Anthem.
to keep your assets. My name is Jasmine Brown. I'm a licensed insolvency trustee at BDO here in Saskatoon, and I'm here to help you tackle your debt. Take the first step towards regaining control of your finances. Call 1-833-BDO-TALK or visit bdodebt.ca to learn more.
Lambert Distributing. Come out from the cold to where the deals are hot at Lambert Distributing. Fantastic savings right now on snowblowers, chainsaws, blowers,
doors, and more. They've got inventory to move. It's the perfect time to replace your old and worn-out equipment. Or maybe this is the year you buy that snowblower and be everyone's favorite neighbor. Save now at Lambert Distributing, your authorized local Husqvarna, Ariens, and Eagle dealer. From the sink to your acreage, they have you covered for every season. 3935 Brown Avenue or LambertLawnGarden.com.
That happens to the best of the...
Come back after this one.
All right, we'll do that.
The wheels on that rookie out there. The old veteran just can't keep up. He's slow, doesn't turn so well, and his back is shot.
Yeah, so when it's time to retire some of your old office furniture, Business Furnishings has your #1 draft pick ready to go. Got manufacturers like CWI, Steelcase, and West Elm.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest chair in the office.
Business Furnishings in Saskatoon and Regina. Have a great day at work.
Game on! It's the first period of Blades hockey on CJWW.
The Western Hockey League presents Wednesday night in the dub. Hi, everyone. Les Lazaruk and John Flatters with you for tonight's WHL contest between the Saskatoon Blades and the Swift Current Broncos at SaskTel Center. Our opening face-off will happen momentarily, a presentation of Linda's Printing Place. Think local, think Linda's, where printing is our middle name. Blades are in blue Pac-Man jerseys tonight, blue pants, gold numbers, white name bars, gold and white trim. They'll move from my right to left. The Broncos in white jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers, white name bars on a blue background, blue and green trim, and Reed Dick in goal to my left. Braden Glynn, one of the two referees, has the puck at center ice. He's going to drop it in between a pair of 25s, and it's the Broncos who win the opening draw at 7:04 on a Wednesday evening. Wednesday night in the dub is underway here at SaskTel Center. Saunderson for Martin in his own. Jordan Martin up the right wing boards. That came off the wall at a strange angle down the ice into the Bronco end. Icing waved off. Back to it is Hunter Mayo, the former Red Deer Rebel. Pinching up is Jordan Martin. Sends it around behind the net. It'll come up the near side. David Lewandowski onto it. Lewandowski into the slot. It was knocked down. Now Lewandowski kicks it onto a stick. Spins, fires fans on it. And up with it is Clarke Caswell. Seattle draft pick. Gets it back off of a skate. Feeds Mayo on the right wing side. And he'll go cross ice in his own for Brady Burney. Burney back to Mayo. Cross ice for Grayson Brzezinski at his line. He'll send it ahead at center, and Jordan Martin picks it off. Martin couldn't work around Ryland Gould, who's playing in his 250th career Western Hockey League game tonight, all with the Broncos. Brzezinski in his left wing circle. Back to Mayo, slowly forward. Lead pass, didn't work, intended for Connor Gabriel. Hayden Harsani for the Blades in over the line. Right wing Graydon Seatman sends it in wide of the goal. Tanner Scott reaching for it. Plays it behind the net. Into the far left wing corner in the Broncos zone to my left. It's Parr. Behind the goal for Hayden Harsani. Stripped of it by Brzezinski. He'll play it back behind the net. Long opening shift for the defense pairing for the Swift Current Broncos, but Brzezinski gets it ahead now for Connor Gabriel. At his blue line, cross ice for Gould. Back to Brzezinski, who still hasn't made his way off the ice. He'll turn back against the forechecking of Willie James and give it to Marek Rochak, the former Kelowna Rocket headmans. Gould slips it into the Blades' end. Back to it is Morgan Tastad. He'll take a hit along the end boards from Connor Gabriel. Blades get it to the line, not out. Rochak, good job to keep it onside. Well, no, I guess they whistled it down, saying it did come outside the line barely.
Well, like you mentioned, a pretty good opening first shift. I guess 2 shifts there for the Blades. Sort of reminiscent of the game the last time out against Edmonton where they scored, 30 seconds in. I like the offensive zone time, and I like just staying in position. You don't have to go 3 guys in and get the forecheck and the big hit and have an odd man rush going the other way.
Playback underway. Peyton Kettles, highly regarded by Central Scouting for the next NHL Draft. 26th rank, gets it into the Blades' end. Now shot in the line by Rochak. Was off a stick and high on the end glass. Broncos onto it in the far corner. Trey Wilkie, Saskatoon product for the Broncos, along with Parker Rondo in on the forecheck. Digging it out of skates is Jack Ketchkowski, and one of 9 17-year-olds for the Blades is on his horse to center ice. Backhands it one-handed into the Bronco end, but not deep. Rondo on the left wing, Kettles, he'll hand it off. Trey Wilkie tosses it into the Blade zone, gives chase to the inboards, bumping there with Ketchkowski. Wilkie trying to come up with it cleanly, and now in to help out. Along with him is Otto Hansen, a midseason signing who is thinking about going to NCAA schools and playing Junior A. And of course, when the rules changed, decided, you know what, I'm going to play in the Western Hockey League. Swift Current at his rights, and here he is. Played into the Bronco end. Josh McGregor misses Jace McFall, his defense partner, with a pass. Along the near boards, it's Colton Worthington being rubbed out by McGregor in the corner. Sawyer Dingman back and deep in his end. Gets it ahead to center ice and it's chipped ahead but off of a glove. And now a glove pass call is going to be called against Swift Current in neutral ice. 2 minutes and 58 seconds gone in the first period. We welcome you wherever you may happen to be tuning in tonight. Here on the radio in Saskatchewan on 600 AM CJWW, on the World Wide Web at CJWWradio.com. And of course, tonight it's Wednesday night in the dub as you've got WHL Live and YouTube bringing you this game 3. The Blades and the Swift Current Broncos, a battle of the 3rd and 4th place teams in the East Division, or if you prefer, 7th and 8th in the Eastern Conference, battling for positioning. Saunderson to the line, a shot, and Williams just missed getting the deflection to the glove side on Reed Dick. It went wide. In the left wing corner, Caswell delays, gets it to Mayo near side. Mayo, under check from Cooper Williams, turns back, gives it back to Brzezinski. Long lead pass for Brady Burney, doesn't connect, and this will be icing against Swift Current. 3 minutes and 23 seconds gone in the first period.
Good release there on the blue line from Saunderson. I really like that. Again, you don't have someone who's going to be able to carry the puck all over the offensive zone. So just simple, get it to the net. It's a lot easier if you're a forward. You know it's going there. Get to the net a lot quicker. I like that shift.
Face off to the right of goaltender Reed Dick. Played behind the goal. Brzezinski on the left wing. Burney chips it by the pinching defenseman Martin. And it's center ice. Luke Misselbacher, the Broncos' leading point getter, gets it into the Blades' end. David Lewandowski's got Caswell to contend with up ice. Now Martin with a long cross ice pass, trying to connect with Zach Olson. Olson in after it, puts it by Peyton Kettles to the near boards, and now Olson stops up at the half wall, gets it into the corner, bringing it back up the near wall and to the line. Tastad D to D across for his partner Seepman at the right point. He'll get it up the boards, but Rochak will slow things down and get it to Kettles. Kettles on the near wing. Taking it there is Luke Misselbacher. Misselbacher with 82 points, 11th in league scoring coming into tonight. Sends it into the Blades' end. Ethan McCallum, the netminder behind the goal, backhanded it for Graydon Seepman. Seepman up the right wing boards. Gets the center. Now he didn't get the center. Dumped it in, and we're going to get an icing call. Although the goaltender, Dick, came out of the goal, and the Blades are going, hey, what about that? Should that icing be taken off?
Yeah, what's the rule there? I always thought it was as soon as he leaves the blue paint, that's going to be negating the icing. But
well, and it did, because the face-off is going to be at center ice, not in the Blades' end.
I wonder if he hears about that after the first period.
He might, although it's hard to know for sure. You're 100 feet away, and it's so close to being red line or not. I'm an ex-goaltender. I would tend to give him the benefit of the doubt. Cleared into the Blades' end. McCallum out of the goal. Plays it up the near side. Off the body of Ryland Gould. Sent back to the line. Jace McFall, D to D. A shot by Josh McGregor through. Save made. Rebound. Trying to tuck it in at the far post from a sharp angle was Connor Gabriel, and unable to do so. Gabriel rims it back up to the blue line. McFall. McGregor, here's a shot in the line right on. A save made. Now in front of the goal. Hauled down Gabriel by Hayden Harsani. No penalty call as Tanner Scott skates it out to center and sends it into the Swift Current end. 5 minutes gone in a scoreless first period. Left wing at center, Carlin Dezane, who had a hat trick the last time these teams played, loses the handle. In over the line on the right wing is Willie James. James moving in, a shot save made by Reed Dick. Big tough rebound, and after it is Ryland Gould. Kibblewhite is back defensively, but now misplayed pass now by Gould. In over the line again, 2-on-1. James's pass across, and a good defensive play by Hunter Mayo to block it up. Now Klimke with it. Braden Klimke wheeling, going wide, tries a shot, and he missed the net. Going to the far side, glove side on Reed Dick. Holding the line is Kaczkowski. He scores! Oh, let's go, Jack Kaczkowski. A seeing eye shot from the right point beats Reed Dick, and it's the Blades who open the scoring at home here on Wednesday night in the dub.
Well, that's the way you want to start a hockey game, is getting out of the lead first. Once again, great control by Klimke there, holding onto the puck, finding his pal there, and a great shot from Kaczkowski. I don't know, is that just above the pad as we get a look at the replay?
Above the pad and under the glove. I still don't know if he saw it or not. Although he did react to the shot, so you have to think he had a chance at it, but just missed. And for Jack Kaczkowski, that'll be his second goal of the season, both of them with the Blades. And Saskatoon opens the scoring at home. Neutral ice picked up by William Marine, the Swedish import. Left wing pass, Trey Wilkie going wide on Braden Klimke, who poke checked
Waiting GM, Blades goal, his second goal of the season, scored by number 37, Jack Ketchkowski. The assist to number 4, Braden Klimke. And number 72, Willie James. Time of the goal is 5:31.
And while we were away, listening to that announcement, Braden Klimke picks up a penalty, a holding call, and it'll be the Swift Current Broncos getting a chance to go to the power play.
As one of my old teammates used to say, hero becomes GOAT. So you get the assist and then you get a little bit of trouble. This is going to be trouble for the Blades, who had a little bit of an issue trying to kill off penalties against Swift Current this year.
Early in the season especially. Here's Hunter Mayo up the left wing, far boards, into the corner behind the net, Ryland Gould. Centering pass, in front is Dezane all alone, but in tight, and Ethan McCallum able to wall up, make the save, absorb and hold. They're just announcing the end of the penalty there, but Klimke for holding at 5:48, so the Blades are on a Save On Foods penalty kill. Shop online at saveonfoods.com. Face off to the right of Ethan McCallum, to my broadcast right, far side circle as I look at it. Hudson Kibblewhite and Ryland Gould in the draw. Gould wins it, back to the line. Mayo shot right on. Stick save made by McCallum. Gould with the rebound. Caswell for Dezane. Back to the line, Mayo. Right wing, Luke Misselbacher. Misselbacher beside the net. Dezane going back up top, and it was deflected out to center ice by the Blades penalty kill. Swift Current's power play on the season is 13th best in the Western Hockey League at 23.1% proficiency. Blades penalty kill, 13th best in the league, 75.8% efficiency. Tossed back for Ryland Gould. He has 12 points in 6 games head-to-head against the Blades. Gould into the far corner, gets upended by Saunderson. Now it's Dezane, back door, trying to feed Misselbacher, knocked away by Saunderson. Doesn't clear. Dezane with it again. Carlin Dezane in the slot. Left wing circle, near side, Misselbacher a shot, missed the net. Comes up the far boards. Caswell to the line. Mayo for Caswell, left wing circle, still with it, trying to go cross ice, block, gets it back. Back to the line, Mayo for Caswell, near side Misselbacher. Mayo tees it up, a shot, and that went off of McCallum, and I think off the crossbar, up and into the netting and out of play. Close call there, but the Broncos almost score, but they have 3 shots on goal through the first minute 18 of the man advantage.
Well, that net kind of looked more like a bee's nest right in front of the crease there, and so what you're going to want to do is tying up sticks and maybe getting a little bit mean and pushing guys out a bit earlier. And again, it's going to be so important getting those clears 200 feet against a team like this that loves to hang on to it in the O-zone.
Second power play unit out for the Broncos. Trey Wilkie to take the face off against Kasdan Matthews. They don't drop it cleanly or fairly, so they'll do it all over again. Face off to the right of Ethan McCallum, to my broadcast right. Matthews, Willie James, Morgan Tastad, Graydon Seepman, the penalty killers for the Blades. Draw one by the Broncos, back to the line. Grayson Brzezinski, Trey Wilkie to the left wing side, Brady Burney. Burney back to Wilkie. Midpoint Brzezinski for Wilkie, a one-timer, and Seepman drops and blocks it. Peyton Kettles, the defenseman, and Marek Rochak, 2 defensemen up front. So it's a 3 defenseman, 2 forward power play alignment. The wingmen are the shooters. The 2 defensemen are the net front guys, and the one guy back at the point is the power play quarterback, so to speak, in Brzezinski.
Well, what happens if there's a scramble? Nobody knows what they're doing.
Brzezinski, left wing and over the line, gets a return feed from Wilkie. Grayson Brzezinski circles the Blades net, stripped of it neatly by Saunderson, then Kettles takes it back. Up to the left wing point, a shot by Wilkie, blocked, and ricochets out to center as the penalty to Braden Klimke is over. 4 shots on goal as we get a whistle for a high stick making contact with the puck. We're also going to get a timeout. We're 7 minutes and 58 seconds into the first period. 1-0 Saskatoon with the lead. The timeout, a presentation of Sardinia Family Restaurant. Check out the daily lunch specials. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
When is the best time to install heat tape on your roof edge, eaves troughs, and downspouts? Summertime. While you're busy snagging that tasty walleye or jumping wakes on the lake, JR Roofing can be installing a heat tape solution that will have you resting easy when the snow piles up on your roof this winter. Be done with ice damming and wintertime leaks into your facility. Call JR Roofing today, 373-0499. We can melt your worries away. Or visit our website, jrroofinginc.ca.
All West Sales in Rosetown, Saskatchewan's premier dealer for the central and southwest regions, carries an exceptional selection of top quality equipment. Check out the brand new Vail portable 6,500 bushel grain bin, proudly made right here in Saskatchewan. From Mandaco and Apache sprayers to Schulte, Farm King, Versatile, and Demco, they've got everything you need, whether your operation is big or small. For over 37 years, All West Sales has been the trusted name in new and used farming and agriculture equipment. Contact All West Sales in Rosetown today.
Blade City, this is Saskatoon Blades hockey on CJWW.
7 minutes and 58 seconds gone in the first period. Face-off win for the Broncos in their zone. But a lead pass misses Dezane and goes all the way into the Blades end to my right. Saunderson near side Scott. Tanner Scott sends it ahead to the Swift Current line. Hunter Mayo quickly ahead. Ryland Gould feeds Connor Gabriel. Cutting to the middle, in over the line. He crisscrossed at the blue line with Carlin Dezane. Saunderson able to stay with him. Eventually takes the puck away, and here's Isaac Pohl now for Saskatoon. Sidesteps Gabriel, gets to neutral ice, sends it into the Swift Current end to my left. Goaltender Dick off the skate of Brzezinski, claimed by Ryland Gould. Gould up the far wing. Rubbed out by Cooper Williams. Ketchkowski the goal scorer for David Lewandowski. Say those three in a row, 3 times in a row fast. You get all skied out. It's the Broncos to center ice. McGregor got it forward, picked off by Lewandowski. Cross ice right wing Olsen. Leaves it now for Cooper Williams. Williams trying to go wide on Sawyer Dingman. Gets sandwiched between Dingman and Josh McGregor and lost the handle. Now back near the line. Williams keeps it onside. Cooper Williams moving in to the front of the goal. And Dick had to make a save on that as that was deflected on the way. Intended for Willie James at the left front. Back the other way come the Broncos. Otto Hansen sends it into the Blades end. McCallum out of the goal to the far corner. Dingman bumps with Ketchkowski. Ketchkowski second chance. Gets it up the far wall for Willie James. Into the middle. Missed Klimke with it, but now Lewandowski is on the ice. David Lewandowski at the end of a shift. Gives it off to Ketchkowski. Blades getting a line change in. Lead pass off a stick. Calvert blocks up an attempt to clear the puck by Peyton Kettles. It stays in the Swift Current end. Calvert, the leading goal scorer for the Blades with 22, gets it off, and now we've got a penalty coming up to the Broncos as Willie James trying to make his way from behind the net to the near side, got tripped up, and Saskatoon will go to an advantage collision, man advantage.
And I like the momentum for the Blades, and especially that last shift. They're doing a really good job of back pressure and not giving up that blue line. If they turn over possession, they're still trying to fight to get it back, and they're sometimes getting it back right at the blue line and in the offensive zone. So let's see now if the Blades can turn that good 5-on-5 into some real solid momentum here in a few shots.
Face off to the right of goaltender Reed Dick in the Swift Current. Goal to my left, near side circle. Rowan Calvert. Ryland Gould wins the draw. Tanner Scott ties up his man, Hunter Mayo. Brzezinski rims it around.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty is 9:51.
Still in the Bronco end, and now Brzezinski will angle it off the boards to neutral ice and into the Blades end. Graydon Seepman back to it. Seepman out with Tanner Scott, Hayden Harsani, Tyler Parr, and Rowan Calvert. Seepman for Parr on the right wing boards. Poked off his stick. Dezane gets it forward. Harsani knocks it down, keeps it in, tried a shot block. Here's Calvert with it. He'll try a shot. Mayo gets a stick in there, deflects it off the glass, and then up into the netting and out of play.
Boy, I think Gould got lucky there because he was hoping for a freebie, a breakaway going the opposite direction, and he just swung right by his defenseman. If that hung in there a little bit longer, that would have been a 5-on-3 for a good 4 or 5 seconds.
But that's the way the Broncos are. They like to freewheel. They got a lot of offensively gifted people. They've only scored 4 shorthanded goals, though, as a team. Tanner Scott back to the line. Graydon Seepman hooks it to the far wing. Harsani under check from Caswell. Harsani up the far boards into that far left wing Swift Current corner. Calvert for Harsani. Back to Calvert. Back to Hayden Harsani to the midpoint for Seepman. Fakes, now tries the shot. He scores! Hey! Graydon Seepman with the shot. Rowan Calvert in front. Did he get a piece of it to deflect it past Dick? But it's 2-0 Saskatoon as the Blade power play comes through.
And those defense, they're getting in on the offense. I like to see that. No, that's just a great shot. Again, great momentum shift, and you've got good traffic in front there. Look, you can't see anything as the shot comes in. All you can do is guess, and Reed Dick guesses wrong.
Yeah, he stuck the arm out, the stick arm up, but didn't quite get it high enough. the puck bar down, and Graydon Seepman ends a smallish 6-game goalless drought with his 9th goal of the season. Power play goal for the Blades are up 2-0. A shot by Lewandowski coming into the Swift Current end is blocked, and now taken by Hunter Mayo.
Waiting GM, Blades goal, his 9th goal of the season, scored by number 21, Graydon Seepman. The assist to number 26, Hayden Harsani. And number 23, Rowan Calvert. It's a power play goal at 10:48.
A shot by the Broncos. Maureen off the glove of McCallum. Broncos take it away from Klimke. Parker Rondo trying to make a play. Loses it to Klimke in the far corner, gets it back, and then stripped off his stick by Kaczkowski. Ahead for Olsen. Zach Olsen doesn't get it out. Maureen keeps it deep in the Blades' end, and Klimke in his right wing corner for Kaczkowski as the Broncos get a line change in. This allows the Blades to come away, and Cooper Williams on the right wing. Zach Olsen back for Williams. Backhand shot right on. A save made by Reed Dick, and he'll hold on. And then in the near side corner to the right of the Swift Current goal, we get players congregating as a Bronco player down on the ice after getting dumped in a confrontation with Cooper Williams, and that Bronco player, Peyton Kettle's slow to get up.
And it looks like Misselbacher was exchanging a few words there with Zach Olsen, a young buck who's definitely not shied away from the role opportunity that's been given this year. What does he have? 9 goals, 9 assists, just a well-rounded forward.
And his bull in the china shop, I think, would describe his style of play. He doesn't care who's in his way. He's going to just run them over. He just loves that type of game.
Well, and I had a feeling when you see a guy with a bubble on, it usually means they mix it up and they get their nose dirty, and so that's probably what happened.
That's exactly right. 2-0 Saskatoon with the lead. Pre-con limited shot clock, 7-4 though right now in favor of Swift Current as Kibblewhite's ejected from the face-off area in the Swift Current end. And now Matthews in to take the face-off against Caswell as the Blades switch up their positioning. Doesn't matter. They don't win the... Well, they do win the draw because Kibblewhite got to the puck. But now handed over to Kettles. His right wing pass comes to the line and out. Martin stands up at center, wouldn't let players go by, and then they call the glove pass against the Blades. So 7:58 remains in the first period. 2-0. Blades with the lead. Jack Kaczkowski ending a 7-game goalless and pointless streak with his 2nd goal of the season and his 11th point. 2nd goal, 3rd point as a Blade. Braden Klimke with his 18th assist, 20th point, and Willie James with his 12th assist and 17th point on the opening goal. Seepman on the power play, his 9th goal of the season, and his 5th power play goal. The Blades' 51st power play goal as a team as it's shot into the Saskatoon end, rimmed by Saunderson ahead. Worthington on the near wing. James tried to feather it into the middle for Kasdan Matthews. A 4th line shift. The Blades with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen going tonight. Here's Jordan Martin from the line. Scores! Another point shot finds its way through, and it's 3-0 Saskatoon. Hoo-ah! Jordan Martin, and we're going to get a goaltending change early. Reed Dick is heading to the bench, and Joey Rocha is going to take over. Well, 3 goals on 5 shots.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I blame Coach there on that one, because the last 2 goals especially were right kind of in that area where you'd think the goaltender's able to get at least a hand on it, and that one just squeaking in, yeah, right about elbow height there on the short side from the blue line. So a little challenge now for Rocha as he's got to come into what's sort of being a shooting gallery for the Blades here in this opening period.
5 shots, 3 goals for the Saskatoon Blades as they've chased Reed Dick, a 20-year-old veteran, from the game. Now here come the Broncos. Dezane, the shot, score just like that.
The season scored by number...
Hunter Mayo gets the Broncos on the board as they're announcing the Martin goal. Willie James getting an assist. That coming at 12:25, but right after the goaltending change, 8 seconds after the Blades went up 3-0, the Broncos score is Hunter Mayo, another defenseman, able to beat Ethan McCallum through the 7-hole between the stick hand and the body to make it 3-1.
And I wonder if the Blades were just a little bit kind of lackadaisical or a little bit asleep at the switch there, because that was high slot where you got to pick up your man.
Played off the near boards towards the Broncos net. Gould around on the boards. Dezained on the left wing side. Back into his left wing corner for Brzezinski. For Dezained. Cross ice. Near side. Connor Gabriel comes forward. Gabriel into the Blade zone. Now it's a shot by Dezained. Just missed the net off a feed from Ryland Gould. Cooper Williams on the right wing at center. Stopped up. Then Jack Olson had his pocket picked by Gabriel.
Number 2, Hunter Mayo. The assist to number 24, Carlin Dezained, and number 13, Grayson Brzezinski. Time the goal, 12:33.
8 seconds between the Blades' third goal and Swift Current's first goal. And in between, a goaltending change. Joey Rocha into the game now for Swift Current, making his 24th appearance of the season. He has 12 wins, 6 losses, and an extra time loss. A goals against average of 3.56 and a save percentage of 88.4%. Blades in the Swift Current end. Kaczkowski tried to go D to D. Klimke had to come outside the line to take the pass. Curls at center and sends it back into the Bronco end to my left. Marek Rochak, the former Kelowna Rocket. 19-year-old Czech, played at the World Juniors this year. A battle for it along the far boards. Rowan Calvert trying to come out with it. Had it briefly, but Caswell takes it away. And Misselbacher for Clarke Caswell. Back to Misselbacher. Right wing side, trying to go wide on Klimke. It comes in front. Here's Bernie, a spin and fire, and McCallum with a save. Calvert with the rebound. Rowan Calvert, the center, chips it down into the Swift Current end, trying to get to the bench. They wave off icing at the last second, and so the Blades are able to make the line change that they wanted to make. McGregor ahead. Deflected by Maureen into the Blades zone. After it in the far corner, Wilkie pokes it behind the Blades goal. It's played up the near boards and now pushed past McFall to center. Into the middle of the ice. After it's Scott. Harsani, but offside. Saskatoon at the Bronco blue line. And we'll get a timeout. 5 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the first period. 3-1 Saskatoon with the lead. The timeout brought to you by Sardinia Family Restaurant. Check out the daily lunch specials. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Hello, Goaltech. Royden speaking. How can I help you?
Hey there. We have a goalie in the family, and we need some equipment.
We have everything for everyone. All the top brand names, including Bauer, CCM, True, and Vaughn. We also take trades and have a great selection of used gear.
Do you offer lessons?
Yes, we do. We have an expert staff that can take your goalie to the next level. 3 of our students are playing in the NHL right now.
Fantastic. Can we sign up online?
Yes, you can. Just go to our website at goaltech.net. See you soon.
Goaltech, your goaltending experts, 400 Duchess Street.
Your car or truck has advanced safety features that keep you safe in an accident. After an accident, it's important that those features are restored. Advantage Collision is SGI accredited and OEM approved through Certified Collision Care. They're qualified to repair your car and restore its safety features. Take advantage of their expertise by calling Advantage Collision. They care about your safety, with locations in Prince Albert and Saskatoon. AdvantageCollision.ca.
Advantage Collision, the family shop that cares.
At home and on the road, the Blades are live on CJWW.
In the Saskatoon end to my right, Isaac Pohl reaches for a puck and pokes it ahead for Tyler Parr. Blades alternate captain hits the Swift Current line on the far wing, sends it to the end boards. Mayo, along with Harsani, who wins the race to the puck. Back to the line, Pohl. Cross ice near side. Scott towards the front of the net. Attempted deflection didn't work as Brzezinski got in the way of Harsani. Now sent to Scott. His shot is disrupted by the Broncos back checking, and back the other way out to center ice is Maureen. Leaned into by Harsani in neutral ice. Loose puck. Parr trying to play it back into the Blades end to the defense, but the Broncos get caught offside on the play.
I'll tell you, one guy has been impressive to me has been Tyler Parr out here. And when you kind of talk about just a next man up mentality, maybe played a little bit of not a background role in previous years, but definitely wasn't the go-to guy. This year, I'm really impressed with his offensive awareness on that last play, just sort of trying to get a transition shift going or a transition rush going.
Martin ahead for Zach Olson on the right wing. Rochak stumbles and falls. Olson moving in, tried to go across, and a good defensive play by Kettles to prevent the pass across for Lewandowski, cutting in from the left wing. At center ice, Connor Gabriel gets it in over the Blades line. Gould kicks it onto his stick. Ryland Gould spins, now gets it off. Here's Dezained moving, and he scores! This is beginning to remind me of the game a few weeks back on the 15th of February in Swift Current, where there was all the scoring in the first period. The Blades had an early lead there, and Swift Current kept coming back, and here they are back to within 1 now. After the Blades couldn't clear the puck, Swift Current makes them pay. Dezained beating McCallum to the stick side to make it 3-2.
Well, once again, just taking advantage of such a razor small, a razor thin gap, and being able to translate it into a shot and actually right through traffic there, able to beat him on the blocker side. And look out, because these Swift Current Broncos have been coming on as this period has evolved here, and I think they've got the momentum now for sure.
They've got the edge in the pre-con limited shot clock at 10-5, but trail the game 3-2. DeZane with his 32nd of the season and 26th as a member of the Broncos since coming over from Prince George.
His 20th goal of the season, scored by number 24, Carlin DeZane. Assisted by number 12, Ryland Gould, and number 4, Peyton Kettles. Time of the goal, 15:36.
Broncos back in their end. DeZane back behind his net. Will settle things down as the Blades drop back into a 1-2-2 situation. DeZane carries forward, picking his way through neutral ice. Left wing, Connor Gabriel. Gabriel back for DeZane. The puck back by him all the way in on McCallum. DeZane retrieves. Back to the line, Mayo looking for a shooting lane, and Calvert will deflect that up into the netting and out of play. 3:48 left to go in the first period. 3-2, Saskatoon with the lead. Hayden Harsani picking up an assist on the Graydon Siepman goal for Harsani. That is his 11th assist, 22nd point of the year. And in 21 games with the Blades, he now has 8 assists and 18 points. Rowan Calvert with his 26th assist and 48th point on the Siepman goal. Jordan Martin picked up his 6th goal and 12th point earlier in the period. And Willie James with his 2nd assist of the game already. 13 helpers and 18 points on the year. Olsen into the Bronco end, gets it into the far left wing corner. Battling there with Rochak and Kettles. It's in amongst skates. Matthews tried to get a whack at a puck, couldn't do so. And up with it for the Broncos, Dingman. Takes a hit from Colton Worthington, dropped it off. Rochak, near side, played ahead by the defenseman Kettles, but the Blades keep it onside. 3:20 left to go in the first. Played behind the net. Up with it, played in front. And here's Rochak coming up the far wing. Marek Rochak stops in over the Blades line, left wing, moving in. Here's a sharp angle shot by Connor Dale, turned aside by McCallum, and the rebound taken by Kasdan Matthews. He'll get the center, shoot it into the Bronco end. The Blades start a line change. Tanner Scott, Tyler Parr, and Hayden Harsani come out on the ice. Josh McGregor bounces it for Marek Rochak. His pass off of a stick comes near the line. Scott helps out, trying to get it to Harsani. Broncos get it back, though, and get it out to neutral ice. Dale for McGregor at center. His pass off skates comes to Jordan Martin. Martin skates to center, throws it up in the air, and nails the man Dale, and there's blood on the ice, I believe. Well, that's his mouth guard, not blood, but Connor Dale took that right in the face on the dump in by Jordan Martin, and play is whistled down. Dale is on his feet, moving to the bench, and met by athletic therapist Matt Zoltek. Fans give him a round of applause. A couple of drops of blood, but nothing too serious. Ouch, says the broadcaster way the heck up in the booth. That is no fun, taking that hard rubber disc in the face. Brzezinski back in his zone. And to think back in the olden days, goaltenders didn't wear masks and took pucks off their face a lot. Yikes. Broncos are in the Blades end now, off to my right. Sent back to the line. Brzezinski, a shot off of a leg, comes to Misselbacher. Back to the blue line, Hunter Mayo. Mayo tried to go to the net with it. Blocked by Tanner Scott. Puck out to center, and Mayo retrieves back in his zone. Under check from Tyler Parr. Parr works it free. Parr trying to chase after it. Mayo able to stay with it. Gets it to the line, but not out. Lewandowski down low. Here's Parr trying to step around Brzezinski, who's able to hook him up and prevent him from getting to the front of the net. Bernie cross ice at center. Near wing in over the Blades line is Clarke Caswell. Caswell feeds it back, but the defense wasn't up in the play to keep it onside. Rochak in neutral ice shoots it into the Blades end. McCallum slows it down into the near corner. Siepman for Martin up the right wing boards. Zach Olsen comes away, plays to the near wing, and Graydon Siepman picks it up. Siepman in over the line, tried a shot, rattled it into the skates of Rochak. Siepman sends it to the near side. Rondo trying to get it out of the zone, couldn't. Well, he did actually, is now up with it, and neutral ice is Lewandowski. Backhand feed into his end for Seepman. Cross ice for Williams off his stick. Williams chases it down in the Swift Current end, brims it around the goal to the far side. Onto it is Zach Olson. Leaned into there by Trey Wilkie, forced off the puck, and Rochak for Wilkie, the Saskatoon product, with 55 seconds left to go in the first period. 3-2 Saskatoon with the lead. On the near side, it's played ahead at center, deflected by Parker Rondo into the Blades' end. Puck to the left of the goal. Seepman drops it off for Tastad. Quickly sent up the near wall. Calvert couldn't come up with it cleanly. And Hunter Mayo sends it forward. Picking it up is Parker Rondo. Cross ice. Wilkie gloves it down. Drops it back. Brzezinski shot. Save made. Rebound. They score. Parker Rondo is able to bat home the rebound. And just like that, the 3-0 Blades lead has gone. It's tied up at 3-3 with 31.8 seconds left to go in the first period. The goaltending change acting like a timeout, and the Broncos have taken it on from there. The Blades have not had a shot on goal since that time. And the Broncos have had all the shots and have had all the goals. Parker Rondo with the tying goal here now, banging in the rebound of the shot from the left wing by Wilkie. For Rondo, his 4th of the season. Neutral ice. Broncos get it again. Gabriel to the near board.
Broncos' goal is 4th of the season, scored by number 17, Parker Rondo. The assist to number 13, Grayson Brzezinski, and number 19, Trey Wilkie. Time of the goal, 19:28.
Broncos with it in their zone. Brzezinski with 2 assists already. Left wing Gould through for Connor Gabriel. Tried to feed it in front to Zane. Came free in front, and Saunderson was able to block the pass. As the puck's to the near side, and we have the end of the opening period of play. All Blades in the first 12.5 minutes on the scoreboard, but all Broncos after that. And after one period of play, she's a crazy one on Wednesday night in the Dub, as it is 3-3 between the Saskatoon Blades and the Swift Current Broncos. Our first period intermission programming is going to get started right now. We'll get going here with the other side, a presentation of Lambert Distributing, your authorized Husqvarna dealer from the city to the acreage. They have you covered for every season. As we send it downstairs outside the Swift Current locker room to John Flatters.
Thanks, Les. Joined by Terrace McEwen, head coach of the Broncos. And Terrace, I mean, that was a busy first period. What did you see out there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a slow start by our group. I think obviously Saskatoon came out with a lot of energy. I think just the forecheck, we talked about how aggressive they are, so I just think we're a little bit slow of trying to get pucks and put them into space and go north. Once we started doing that, I thought we just gained a little bit of momentum and got them in the forecheck.
Now, obviously, the goaltending change seemed to spark a different change for the Broncos. And, I mean, obviously, D-scoring. What are you noticing? Is it just getting shots through or lots more traffic tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's one part of our area where we want to be better, is just delivering pucks a little bit quicker as often as we can and being around the net. I mean, that's playoff hockey. That's what it's going to take. You got to get inside and get in the paint, and I thought we did a better job as the period went on.
And you just hinted at it. Is it too early to start talking about and start hammering into the boys' minds about playoffs, or is it? Do you start treating it like playoff games?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it here for the last stretch. I mean, we've changed a few things of how we do things systematically. I think in the playoffs you have to forecheck and break out pucks. So I think our breakouts can be a little cleaner. I think we continue to forecheck here in the next 2 periods.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Send it back up to you, Les.
Thank you very much, John Flatters. Thank you very much, head coach Terrace McEwen of the Swift Current Broncos. That was the other side, brought to you by Lambert Distributing, your authorized Husqvarna dealer from the city to the acreage. They have you covered for every season. We're tied up at 3-3 after one period of play. The Saskatoon Blades and the Swift Current Broncos. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Unlock endless possibilities with more reward.
All right, already got the montage ready.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rewards app and start saving. My Offers are digital coupons that help you save money and earn points every week. New offers are loaded every Thursday morning. Your points can be redeemed for a wide variety of free rewards, free groceries, gift cards, or save them for the trip of a lifetime. Download the My Offers reward app and start saving at Save on Foods. 3 Saskatoon locations: Kensington, Cumberland Square, and Brighton.
Take on the off-road with a legend, the 2024 Ford Bronco from Regal Motors. For a limited time, lease the 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend with convenience package for just $249 bi-weekly at 5.49% financing, up to 48 months, and cash back. Off-road capable, versatile, and the iconic name says it all. The 2024 Ford Bronco, modern luxury and an instant classic. Take a look and take it for a test drive. The 2024 Broncos from Regal Motors in Rosetown. RegalMotorsLTD.com.
When it comes to high-quality printing services, look no further than Linda's Printing Place in Saskatoon. Offering a wide range of printing services, their team of experienced professionals will work to bring your vision to life, ensuring your finished products exceed expectations. And with their competitive pricing and quick turnaround times, you can't go wrong with Linda's Printing Place. Call today to learn more about how they can help your business succeed. lindasprinting.ca, where printing is their middle name. Linda's Printing, for all your printing needs.
Teamwork leads to success. Broadway Pharmacy and Lakeview Pharmacy are your local Farmer Choice team that are ready to help you live a winning life. 2 pharmacies, 1 promise. Quality products and expert advice that make a positive difference to customers every day. Broadway Pharmacy and Lakeview Pharmacy, both offering leading brands from health and lifestyle essentials to snacks, rewards program, and more. Shelley and her team are committed to keep you informed, happy, and healthy. Advice for life is the Farmer Choice difference.
Your car or truck has advanced safety features that keep you safe in an accident. After an accident, it's important that those features are restored. Advantage Collision is SGI accredited and OEM approved through Certified Collision Care. They're qualified to repair your car and restore its safety features. Take advantage of their expertise by calling Advantage Collision. They care about your safety, with locations in Prince Albert and Saskatoon. AdvantageCollision.ca.
Advantage Collision, the family shop that cares.
Every vodka company claims to be a #1 selling award-winning vodka. Let's face it, they care about awards, not vodka. Bigfoot Vodka is proudly the world's only second-best vodka. It's the perfect everyday low-cost, high-value vodka. They're perfectly happy to be second-best. While the so-called #1 companies are dusting their meaningless industry awards, Bigfoot is just making good vodka for you. Bigfoot Vodka. Refreshing, down to earth. The world's only second-best vodka. Bigfoot Vodka. Vodka by the foot.
Blades hockey and all the hard-hitting action is right here on CJWW.
The Western Hockey League presents Wednesday night in the dub. Braden Glynn, one of the 2 referees, has the puck at center ice. He's going to drop it in between a pair of 25s, and it's the Broncos who win the opening draw at 7:04 on a Wednesday evening. Holding the line is Kaczkowski. He scores! Oh, let's go, Jack Kaczkowski! A seeing eye shot from the right point beats Reed Dick, and it's the Blades who open the scoring at home here on Wednesday night in the dub. And at Ryland Gould, centering pass in front is Dezane all alone, but in tight, and Ethan McCallum able to wall up, make the save, absorb and hold. For Caswell, near side Misselbacher. Mayo tees it up a shot, and that went off of McCallum, and I think off the crossbar, up and into the netting, and out of play. Point for Seepman. Fakes, now tries the shot. He scores! Hey! Graydon Seepman with the shot. Rowan Calvert in front. Did he get a piece of it to deflect it past Dick? Here's Jordan Martin from the line. Scores! Another point shot finds its way through, and it's 3-0 Saskatoon. Hooah! Jordan Martin, and we're going to get a goaltending change early. Reed Dick is heading to the bench, and Joey Rocha is going to take over. Now here come the Broncos. Dezane, the shot, score, just like that. Hunter Mayo gets the Broncos on the board. Ryland Gould spins, now gets it off. Here's Dezane moving, and he scores. This is beginning to remind me of the game a few weeks back on the 15th of February in Swift Current, where there was all the scoring in the first period. The Blades had an early lead there, and Swift Current kept coming back, and here they are back to within 1 now. Wilkie gloves it down, drops it back. Brzezinski shot, save made, rebound, they score! Parker Rondo is able to bat home the rebound, and just like that, the 3-0 Blades lead has gone. It's tied up at 3-3. She's a crazy one on Wednesday night in the dub, as it is 3-3 between the Saskatoon Blades and the Swift Current Broncos. That's the highlight montage from the opening period. Lots of goals again between these 2 teams. It was 4-3 Blades after 1 period back on the 15th of February in Swift Current at the Innovation Plex. Let's get to the game summary for tonight. A presentation of Saskatchewan Lotteries, the fundraiser for more than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups. The referees Adam Forbes and Braden Glynn. The goaltenders Ethan McCallum for the Saskatoon Blades. And Reed Dick started for Swift Current. Blades opened the scoring. Jack Ketchkowski's second of the year from Braden Klimke and Willie James at 5:31. Graydon Seepman made it 2-0 with his 9th goal of the year, his 5th power play goal of the season. Blades' 51st power play goal as a team. Hayden Harsani and Rowan Calvert with the assists at 10:48. And then 3-0, Jordan Martin 6th from Willie James at 12:25. Reed Dick exits the Swift Current net, replaced by Joey Rocha. Dick gave up 3 goals on 5 shots. 8 seconds after the goaltending change was made and the Blades went up 3-0, suddenly the Broncos were on the board. Hunter Mayo with his 17th from Carlin Dezane and Grayson Brzezinski at 12:33. Dezane then made it 3-2 Blades with his 32nd of the season from Ryland Gould and Peyton Kettles at 15:36. And then Parker Rondo tied it up at 3-3 with his 4th from Brzezinski and Trey Wilkie at 19:28. 3-3 after 1 period. Precon limited shot clock in the first period, 14-5 in favor of Swift Current. Shot clock brought to you by Precon Limited, solid as concrete. 2 minor penalties in the first period, 1 to each side. Blades 1 for 1 on the advantage collision man advantage with 1 shot on goal. Swift Current 0 for 1 on the power play against the Blades save on Foods penalty kill with 4 shots on goal. Broncos won the faceoffs, won the majority of the faceoffs, 15 out of 23 in the first period. Leading the way for them, winning 4-5 each, were Trey Wilkie and Clarke Caswell. Ryland Gould won 7 of 10 faceoffs. Best for the Blades was Cooper Williams, winning 4 of 7 faceoffs for Saskatoon. Individual shots on goal, Hunter Mayo had 4 of the 14 Swift Current shots on goal in the first period, and 5 different Blades with 1 shot on goal in the opening period. That's the story statistically through the first period of play, tied up at 3-3, the Blades and the Broncos. The game summary brought to you by Saskatchewan Lotteries, the fundraiser for more than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups. We'll be back with the out-of-town scoreboard next. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW.
Welcome to Sardinia Family Restaurant, a legend in the making, offering a menu overflowing with traditional favorites. Sardinia makes sure everyone is satisfied. From pizza to pasta, salads, and a variety of options, Alex and the smiling staff always make you feel at home with a full meal. Enjoy a delicious piece of bacon-wrapped filet mignon, topped with sautéed mushrooms for just $26.99.
Comes with potato and garlic toast, plus super salad. Sardinia, a legend in the making on Idlewild.
At Early Sunset Ranch, only the good ones sell. Check out the 44th Annual Angus and Simmental Bull and Female Sale Sunday, March 9th at 1 p.m., 2 miles west of Edam, Saskatchewan. Add quality bulls and heifers to your herd. This includes 62 lots, 5 2-year-old Angus, 6 2-year-old Simmental bulls, 17 Angus yearling bulls, 18 Simmental yearling bulls, 6 open Angus heifers, and 9 open Simmental heifers. That's the 44th Annual Early Sunset Ranch Angus and Simmental Bull and Female Sale, Sunday, March 9th at 1 p.m. Call Jim at 306-441-3590 or view the catalog at dlms.ca.
Hey Blades fans, welcome to another exciting year of Blades hockey. I'm Ken Cheveldayoff, MLA Saskatoon Willow Grove. I look forward to seeing you out at the games. To the Priestner family, the Blades staff, coaches, billets, thank you for providing us with this exciting entertainment. Go Blades!
Hey Blade City, this is William James, number 72, from Calgary, Alberta. This is Blades Hockey on CJWW.
Yes, we are back with Wednesday night in the dub. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are, be it on the radio in Saskatchewan on CJWW, or if you're tuning in on WHL Live and YouTube. We are happy to bring you the game. I'm Les Lazaruk. John Flatters is with me in the booth, and of course Michael Salmon is pushing the buttons back at the studio to make sure that we're on the air and that everybody can hear what exactly we're going to try and tell you about this game, which right now is tied up at 3-3 after 1 period of play. The out-of-town scoreboard now, a presentation of All West Sales Rosetown, Highway 7 West. See all their agriculture products and services at allwestsales.ca. There are 4 other games in the Western Hockey League tonight, but none of them have started yet. In about 10 minutes' time, there'll be Brandon at Edmonton, as well as Kelowna in Lethbridge. and Wenatchee at home to Prince George. And then at 9 o'clock Saskatchewan time, it's Kamloops going to Portland. In the NHL this evening, midway through the second period, Ottawa and Chicago are tied 2-2. Midway through the second, the Rangers lead Washington 2-1. And then 3 late starts on the West Coast. Toronto visiting Vegas, Vancouver hosting Anaheim, and St. Louis traveling to the LA Kings. In the Professional Women's Hockey League tonight, New York and Boston in action. It is the Fleet leading the Sirens 3-2 after 2 periods of play. And they also have tonight on the go, well, actually it's done as far as Major League Baseball preseason play this afternoon. The Blue Jays falling 7-6 in Bradenton, Florida to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And at the Montana's Brier, the only Pool B draw was late this afternoon into early this evening. Mike McEwen's team defeating Ryland Claytor's squad 7-2, both of them from Saskatoon, Utana. I believe it was the first time ever that 2 teams from Saskatchewan had played each other in the Brier. There have been 2 teams from Saskatchewan before, but played in other pools or never came up against each other. But for the first time ever, you've got 2 Saskatchewan teams playing each other, and Mike McEwen's team now is a perfect 7-0. The top Pool B, and Ryland Claytor is battling for a playoff spot with a 3-3 record. That is the out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by All West Sales Rosetown, Highway 7 West. See all their agriculture products and services at allwestsales.ca. The Blades with that first period opening the scoring and scoring 3 times, giving up 3, have been outscored in first periods now 61-58. The shot clock difference was another -9, so the Blades have been outshot by 33 shots overall, -33 shots on goal for to against in first periods. The Blades opened the scoring for the 29th time in 59 games this season. They're 18-4-6 when they open the scoring, but they've got to snap back up and get back to it. As in the second period, they've been outscored 66-63 and are a -1 on the shot clock. On the Swift Current side of things, giving up the opening goal of the game is nothing new to them. 32nd time this year in 59 games that the Broncos have been scored on first. They've won 14 times against 16 losses and an extra time loss. In first periods now, the Broncos have been outscored 77-66. They've outscored opponents 77-63 in second periods. The Broncos are now a +10 on the shot clock in first periods, are a -3 on the shot clock for the season in second periods. We'll see what happens in period number 2. As I mentioned before, February 15th, it was 4-3 Blades over the Broncos in Swift Current back on February the 15th. The final score ended up being 6-5 in a shootout, so they kind of tamed down the offense over the final 45 minutes and then forced to go into a shootout. We'll see what we get here the rest of the way tonight. But we're tied up at 3-3, the Blades and the Swift Current Broncos after 1 period of play. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
It happens to the best of them. Father Time catches up. Someone better comes along.
Just look at the wheels on that rookie out there. The old veteran just can't keep up. He's slow, doesn't turn so well, and his back is shot.
Yeah, so when it's time to retire some of your old office furniture, Business Furnishings has your #1 draft pick ready to go. Top manufacturers like CWI, Steelcase, and West Elm.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest chair in the office.
Business Furnishings in Saskatoon and Regina. Have a great day at work.
Welcome to Sardinia Family Restaurant, a legend in the making, offering a menu overflowing with traditional favorites. Sardinia makes sure everyone is satisfied. From pizza to pasta, salads, and a variety of options, Alex and the smiling staff always make you feel at home with a full meal. Enjoy a delicious piece of bacon-wrapped filet mignon, topped with sautéed mushrooms for just $26.99.
Comes with potato and garlic toast, plus super salad. Sardinia, a legend in the making on Idlewild.
When it comes to high-quality printing services, look no further than Linda's Printing Place in Saskatoon. Offering a wide range of printing services, their team of experienced professionals will work to bring your vision to life, ensuring your finished products exceed expectations. And with their competitive pricing and quick turnaround times, you can't go wrong with Linda's Printing Place. Call today to learn more about how they can help your business succeed. lindasprinting.ca, where printing is their middle name. Linda's Printing, for all your printing needs.
Time to get back to the action. Hang on tight, Blade City. This is the second period. Blades Hockey plays on CJWW.
The second period is a presentation of Bigfoot Vodka, the world's second best vodka. Bigfoot Vodka, by the foot. After that first period, you might have both coaching staffs looking for a drink. Yoicks, 3-3. As we get ready for period number 2 and a change in ends. Blades in blue will move from my left to right. Broncos in white with Joey Rocha in goal to my right. Rocha took over from Reed Dick after the third Blades goal, made it 3-0 at 12:25 of the first period, and Saskatoon has not yet tested him since then. Last 7 minutes and 35 seconds was all Swift Current. And as a result, we're tied up at 3-3. The second period face-off will get us going here momentarily. Brought to you by Linda's Printing Place. Think local, think Linda's, where printing is our middle name. As they wind the intermission clock down and get the 20 minutes back up. Adam Forbes with the puck. He'll drop it in between Cooper Williams and Clarke Caswell. And we are underway. And again, the Broncos win the draw. Grayson Brzezinski ahead for Caswell, who was under check. And they call that icing. I would have thought that there was engagement there between the defenseman and the forward. And I think that's what the Broncos are wondering about. But they're not going to get the call that they want. We're going to have a face-off in the Swift Current end to my right.
Yeah, and the Blades will take this. They need every advantage they can get. They had a great start to the first. They definitely did not have a good finish, not even recording a shot on net in, the last 7-8 minutes. So they're definitely going to want to get, and I think that's what they talked about in the dressing room, is getting back onto offense.
Saunderson hacks a puck off of a stick high in the air. Gloved down by Zach Olson. In the slot, a shot, stick save made by Rocha. The rebound came to Cooper Williams, but he couldn't get the shot away against the checking of Grayson Brzezinski. Lewandowski in the near corner, trying to step away from Clarke Caswell, forced off the puck by Brzezinski, and away come the Broncos. Cross ice feed Bernie for Misselbacher. Sends it into the Saskatoon end, gives chase. He and Ben Saunderson tie up in the left wing corner, and Saunderson digs it free for Cooper Williams. Williams to the right wing for Lewandowski. Out of his reach, Rochak knocks it away, and Ryland Gould in his own. Peyton Kettle's lead pass. Wide of the mark, picked off by Tyler Parr, brings it in over the line. Williams tried to get it back to Parr, and a good defensive play by Peyton Kettles to block the pass up. Gould dropped it back, taken by Parr instead for the Blades. Parr on the far boards, cycles it in behind the net. Peyton Kettles to it for Swift Current, gets it for Gould. Knocked off his stick, taken by Scott. He didn't get a good shot away as Gould able to recover and lift the stick. Scott couldn't get much of a shot off, even though he was presented with a great opportunity right in front of the goal. A little leaky on the defense on both sides here right now as Pohl for the Blades. Headman's Tanner Scott. Tyler Parr steps in over the line on the right wing. Sends it to the end boards and rims behind the net to the left wing corner. Scott for Harsani. Hayden Harsani under check from Gould. In to help out as Marek Rochak gets it to Luke Misselbacher. Misselbacher will swing back in behind his net, chased by his opposite 26. Harsani puts the stick in there, trips him up. Penalty coming to the Blades. Rochak in his right wing corner, trying to spin away from Calvert. There goes Rocha, the goaltender, to the bench for an extra attacker. Puck still in the Bronco end, but now they'll come forward. Peyton Kettles, right wing at center. Luke Misselbacher in over the Saskatoon line for Ryland Gould. Moves into the circle on the right wing side. Gives it to Misselbacher. Back to the point. Rochak a shot that missed the net. Comes up the near boards. At the half wall, it's Clarke Caswell. Caswell surveying. Back to the line, Rochak. Rochak gives to Grayson Brzezinski. To the left wing side, Caswell fires a shot blocked by Pohl. It'll come off the backboards to the right of the goal and covered up on by Ethan McCallum. Kills the play, but now we've got a Swift Current power play opportunity.
And this is the challenge. Sometimes when you're on the forecheck is those penalties 185, 190 feet away from your own net. And when you get close to the playoffs and into the playoffs, you better believe coaches are going to be harping on you about that. If you got 4 guys behind you that can cover up, you don't want to be going too crazy and risking taking a penalty.
So a tripping call on Hayden Harsani at 2:23 of the second period means the Blades save on Foods penalty kill comes out, and they score! Brady Burney from well out with a screen in front beats Ethan McCallum to the glove side, and the Broncos have their first lead at 4-3.
Well, more shots through traffic, more people in front, and more defense goals here as it just continues to happen. And that one just, again, through traffic and above the pad, below the glove. You can see McCallum kind of a little bit puzzled by it as...
Did it get deflected? No, it was straight through and in. Brady Burney gets the goal.
And that's
we're
going to
get a goaltending change. We're going to have both teams making goaltender change here tonight as Evan Gardner will come in and see his first action since, well, in a long time.
And that's a tough goal for McCallum. It was also a tough goal for Reed Dick, but that's sometimes the way the bounces go in the WHL. And now you got to have, like I said earlier tonight, that next man up mentality. Whether it's a skater or a goaltender, they got to be ready to give you some shifts and give you a win.
Gardner hasn't played since February the 2nd here at home against Moose Jaw.
Goal is 23rd of the season, scored by number 16, Brady Burney. The assist to number 19, Trey Wilkie, and number 13, Grayson Brzezinski. That's a power play goal at 2:28. Burney with
Brzezinski's 3rd assist of the game. Kaczkowski in neutral ice. On the right wing, Tyler Parr, fan trying to clear it in, gets a second chance, but the Blades have to get back on side. The fans cheer for the announcement that Evan Gardner is in goal now. Parr neutral ice. Takes it away from Rondo, got it to the line. Kettles bats it out to center. Klimke ahead on the left wing. Parr's pass, pinballs off skates, finds its way to Parker Rondo on the far wing. Settles, looks cross ice. Here's a shot from a sharp angle and blocked aside by Gardner. Probably was going to be wide off the stick of Trey Wilkie. Now back at the line. Here's Jace McFall sending a shot towards the net, deflected and wide. Picked off the corner boards. Sawyer Dingman wheeling. Drops it off at the line. McFall looking for a shooting lane. Blocked by Tanner Scott. Dingman retrieves for the Broncos. Dingman back to the line again, looking for McFall. Intercepted by Scott, but Dingman able to get in the way and prevent him from breaking away. Connor Dale back in his zone. Dale was the one who took the puck in the face back in the first period, but appears to be all right as he makes his way through neutral ice and in over the Blades line on the near wing. Connor Dale drops it back for Sawyer Dingman. Sends it behind the goal. It'll come to the far wall. Hacked at by Calvert. Kept in by Hunter Mayo. Picked up now by Jack Kaczkowski. Angled towards the blue line. And Calvert into the middle. James fell on the play. Dingman on the right wing. Fanning on his pass is Otto Hansen. Puck to the front of the Blades goal. And now taken by Rowan Calvert. On the left wing for Jack Kaczkowski. He'll send it into the Swift Current end to my right. Behind the goal after it there are Dingman and Willie James. Calvert with it along the end boards, knocked off the puck by Mayo. Here's a shot by Martin from the right wing boards and hit traffic on the way to the net. Ends up on the tape of Hunter Mayo. For Otto Hansen, can't get out. Lifted towards the goal and it'll be caught and held by Joey Rocha before any of the Blades can show up on the scene.
Unless it just looks like the Blades are a little too gentle out there. I mean, sometimes you don't want to be whacking away and taking dumb penalties with the blade of your stick, but I think if the Blades could get maybe the stick in between the hands, the shaft of the stick, get that involved a little bit more, and in doing that, you have to get closer to your check. So I think just getting the feet going a little more and finishing their checks is going to be a little bit better going into the better part of this second period because it's been too gentle in my opinion.
Carlin Dezane to neutral ice, sends it into the Saskatoon end to my left. Saunderson bumping with Connor Gabriel, who is slow getting up at the puck to the left of the Blades net. And we've got Evan Gardner holding it up. Now behind the goal, we've got Dezane and Jordan Martin tangled up. The linesmen get in between before anything further develops, and they're both going to go to the sin bin. 4-3 Swift Current with the lead. 4:56 gone here in the Bigfoot Vodka second period.
And Gabriel went down there right at the end of the shift as the whistle went, and he was slow to get up, but I can't quite tell if he's really banged up or if he's maybe trying to sell a penalty, but there are one player each in the box as they came together and had a nice little conversation about who they think is going to get the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
I can just imagine what those conversations are like.
I'm sure real intelligent, too. I was once a hockey junior player. I know how smart we aren't.
Oh, goodness. Face off in the Blades zone to the left of Evan Gardner to my broadcast left. Far side circle. Blades win the draw. Saunderson away with it.
Penalties to the Broncos, number 24, Carlin DeZane, and to the Blades, number 3, Jordan Martin. 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalties, 4:56. DeZane.
4 skaters aside here now. Rylan Gould tosses it back for his defense. Peyton Kettles, Marek Rochak, Brady Burney, and Rylan Gould against the Blades. Tyler Parr, Rowan Calvert, Ben Saunderson, and Braden Klimke. In over the line. Here's Gould trying to go wide. Centering it in front. It gets by everybody. Rochak retrieves. Back to the line. Kettles. Peyton Kettles for Rylan Gould. Gould spins. Back to the line. Kettles a long shot. That's high off the end glass. Taken on the near boards. And a hit thrown by Parr. Knocked it off of a body. Comes to the far side. Saunderson up with it against Gould, but Gould takes it back. Rylan Gould forced back to the blue line. Gives it to Peyton Kettles on the near side. Cross ice pass gets through to Burney. The last goal scorer in the game, and we've had 7 of them. 4 of them by the Broncos. Brady Burney back to the line. Kettles will bring it out to neutral ice and reset. Drops it back for Rochak. Marek Rochak ahead on the near wing. Clarke Caswell in over the line. Ben Saunderson trying to stay with him. Caswell back to the point. Hunter Mayo makes his way along the blue line. Drops it back to Burney. He'll try again from the line with a shot, and that's knocked down before it gets to the target. Saunderson upended by Caswell behind the net. We've got Mayo and Calvert tangling up there. And now into a take it is Rowan Calvert for the Blades. Drops it back for Ben Saunderson. Saunderson's got a man on him right away, and Caswell, Misselbacher lurking in front. Saunderson and Caswell go to the ice as it's rimmed by Calvert to the far wing and taken by Braden Klimke. Klimke to neutral ice. Turns back at center, being watched by Misselbacher. Onto the ice is Tanner Scott for Saskatoon as well, along with Hayden Harsani as the Blades complete a change. Klimke forward for Graydon Seepman on the right wing. Gets in over the line, rims it around on the boards. Tanner Scott meets it there, works it free for Hayden Harsani, but taken away by Kettles. And the penalized players, DeZane and Martin, are back on the ice. Caswell for the Broncos, in over the Saskatoon line. Moves towards the near board, sends it behind the Blades net, picked up by Seepman of Saskatoon. Long lead pass for Tanner Scott. He'll wheel up the left wing. Moving in, sharp angle shot, hits the outside of the goal. Cleared up the near boards by Trey Wilkie. Kibblewhite onto the ice for the Blades. Hudson Kibblewhite posts up. Still has it along the boards. Back to the line, Isaac Pohl. Cross ice for Graydon Seepman. Seepman back for Kibblewhite. Off his stick, he'll chase it down, get it towards the corner, but it's deflected by Marek Rochak up into the netting and out of play. And we're going to get a timeout. 7 minutes and 35 seconds are gone here in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. 4-3 Swift Current with the lead. The timeout, a presentation of Sardinia Family Restaurant. Visit Alex and the friendly staff on Idlewild today. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Hospital Home Lottery bonus prize deadline is midnight Friday. Explore the open road with the Range Rover Velar bonus prize, or take $100,000 cash and be in to win the stunning $2.2 million grand prize show home in Ravenswood Estates, custom built by Hometown Homes with $50,000. Add on the huge 50/50 and cash calendar to win even more. Supporting Saskatoon Hospitals. Bonus prize deadline midnight Friday. Buy now, win more at hospitalhomelottery.org.
Your car or truck has advanced safety features that keep you safe in an accident. After an accident, it's important that those features are restored. Advantage Collision is SGI accredited and OEM approved through Certified Collision Care. They're qualified to repair your car and restore its safety features. Take advantage of their expertise by calling Advantage Collision. They care about your safety, with locations in Prince Albert and Saskatoon. AdvantageCollision.ca.
Advantage Collision, the family shop that cares.
Every blistering slapshot, every bone-crunching hit, every breathtaking save, every play, every game. This is the Saskatoon Blades on CJWW.
Face-off win by Swift Current in their zone. Hunter Mayo ahead on the right wing. William Marine pinched down on by Isaac Pohl. Puck comes free to Grayson Brzezinski behind his net. Parker Rondo sends it cross ice. It ends up with Maureen. And from his side of center, backhands it down the ice. Icing waved off. Seepman rims up the near boards. Willie James couldn't come up with it. It gets past Brzezinski into the Swift Current end. After it, James run into by Mayo. Puck sent to the far side, and Maureen to the near wing for Parker Rondo, who has a goal tonight. For Trey Wilkie, who has a couple of assists. Wilkie cut off before he could get to the front of the goal. Now McGregor to the blue line, midpoint. McFall a shot, stick save Evan Gardner. Gardner's faced 2 shots now since coming on in relief of Ethan McCallum after the 4th Swift Current goal here earlier in the period. At the other end, Joey Rocha has faced 2 shots since coming on in relief of Reed Dick, who was pulled after the Blades' 3rd goal back at 12:25 of the first period. So 4 goaltenders dressed, and all 4 are seeing action tonight in this game here at SaskTel Center. Played into the middle. Here's Lewandowski. Comes to the near wing. Goes wide on his check. Gabriel behind the goal. McGregor bounces off of him. It's rimmed up the far boards, and Dezane pushes it past Hastad to center. Cooper Williams plays it into the skates of Gould, who will jump around. Moves in. Gould a shot and a save made by Gardner. Looked a little awkward doing it, but he made the stop. Now Gould gets it again, trying to center it for Dezane. Carlin Dezane on the right wing. Feeds it back to the near side. Rochak knocks it down, gets it again, sends it towards the net off the glove of Gardner, and the rebound taken by Ketchkowski and sending away Cooper Williams at center ice. On the right wing, Zach Olson moves in a shot, and a stick save made by the goaltender Rocha. Played forward. They call that still onside. Olson moving in after it, but put it too far in front of himself and will peel off, and the change is Merrick Rochak with it now for the Broncos. Rochak's pass off the stick of Connor Gabriel, collected by Saunderson. His D-to-D feed was upended on a stick by Gabriel, retrieved by the Blades, and Saunderson up the left wing boards. Lewandowski deflects into the Swift Current end. Rochak plays behind his net to the near wing. Bernie lets it go. Caswell to it. He's got Blades all around him. Sends it back behind his net into the right wing corner. Kettles golfs it up the far boards. To the line, not out. A Saunderson shot is off a stick, ramped up onto the corner glass. Rimmed by Parr behind the net. Scott couldn't reach it. Kettles almost lost his stick in the crease of the boards where they come out of the zone with the entertainment in between periods. Rochak now in the right wing corner. Stick pass gets through to Caswell. He'll go cross ice in his zone for Brady Burney. His pass off of Martin's skate stays in the Bronco end. Now this is backhanded out to center, and there's a couple of Broncos moving in. Caswell, Misselbacher in, tried to make a deke around Gardner. Loose puck still, and finally play is whistled down. We've got a slash indicated here, and I believe it's going to be on Saskatoon.
Well, that was
going to be Tanner Scott.
I was going to say that's a tough one for Saunderson, who's going back against 2 guys there, not really sure what he's supposed to do, and a little bit of indecision creeps in there, as he was just a little bit late getting across and left that wide open.
So Tanner Scott gets the slashing minor, and Swift Current were 1 for 2 on the power play against the Blades Save on Foods penalty kill. We'll get another opportunity. 10:38 is the time of the penalty here in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. Played up the near boards. On the half wall, it's Brady Burney. Back to the line, Brzezinski.
Scott, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 10:38.
Burney with a shot, blocked by Calvert. He and Calvert tie up. Now Parr with it. Outlets for Rowan Calvert. Near wing at center. He's going to try and bust in. Backhand shot. Rocha save a second shot. And Rocha managed to keep himself together and make the stop. Blades have yet to have a shorthanded goal scored by them this year. Trey Wilkie in neutral ice. Sends it into the Saskatoon end. It rims around to the far side. Saunderson overcame Kettles and got it ahead. Now it's played forward, and here's Willie James on a breakaway. James in, shoots, pad save made with the left pad by goaltender Rocha. Brzezinski, neutral ice, drops it back. Rochak for Brzezinski. Grayson Brzezinski in over the line, left wing Trey Wilkie. Wilkie cross ice looking for Peyton Kettles. Kettles on the right wing, rims it in behind the Blades goal. It'll come to the near side. Burney drops it back to the line. Dezane to the right wing. Trey Wilkie with it. Wilkie sends it to the end boards. Kettles tried to play it around to the near side. With it is Jordan Martin. for Saunderson, by him to center. With it there is Willie James, and he'll backhand it the rest of the way down the ice. Half a minute left to go in the Swift Current man advantage against the Blades. Save On Foods penalty kill. Shop online at saveonfoods.com. Here comes Ryland Gould for the Broncos. Number 1 power play unit out on the ice. Sent it into the Blades end. Cleared right away down the ice by Tastat. All the way on goaltender Rocha, who one-hands it to the near boards. Parr continues to battle in there, and now gets clipped with a high stick by Hunter Mayo. Parr in front looking for Cooper Williams, batted away by the netminder Rocha. And with 4 seconds left to go in the penalty to Tanner Scott of Saskatoon, it'll be a penalty now to Swift Current. The Blades will get a power play of their own after killing off this one.
Boy, a great chance a couple of minutes ago from Willie James there. He tries the shot from the left side and just catches the left toe and just hanging in there. And a great job by Parr to get on the forecheck to create that battle in behind the goal line. There you saw he got hit up in the mask area, but if he doesn't battle and get there quick and win that race, we don't have a power play right now.
So 12:34 is the time of the penalty to Hunter Mayo. And this will be the Blades' second man advantage. On the advantage collision man advantage, 1-for-1. Lewandowski brings the puck out to center, as they're actually now on the power play with Scott coming to the bench out of the penalty box.
For high sticking. Time of the penalty is 12:34. Mayo for high sticking at 12 minutes 34 seconds.
Lewandowski on the right wing. Into the near side corner for Hudson Kibblewhite. Brzezinski knocks it off his stick. Kibblewhite falls on the puck. Now it's Connor Gabriel sending it up the near boards, but not out. Klimke in the left wing circle. Williams moves in a shot and hit the crossbar, and it goes up into the netting and out of play.
Boy, he was close there. What was he, inside the dot at least as a D shot? I couldn't tell if he was going to wind up faking the shot and going in for the deke.
It was wide open on that far side because the action along the end boards, it was 3-on-3, and when the puck was rimmed back to the blue line, it was essentially a 2-on-1, and nobody came out of the corner fast enough.
And you know what I think it was the forward in front tying up the D-man, not letting him get out there. Heads up play by the Blades.
Face-off wins Saskatoon in the Swift Current zone. Olsen back to the line. Braden Klimke walks it to the middle of the ice, tries a shot that hits traffic on the way to the goal, and is cleared out of the zone by the captain, Clarke Caswell of the Swift Current Broncos. 6:35 remains in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. Now taken away by the Broncos. Gould for Caswell. Stripped of it by his opposite 25, Williams. Out to neutral ice, and the Broncos with it. Rochak carries it back into his own, rags some time off the power play clock, and sends it all the way down on Evan Gardner. He'll feed it to Cooper Williams. 50 seconds left to go in the Blades man advantage. Saskatoon in the season series is 5-for-18 against Swift Current. Lewandowski on the right wing, Tyler Parr. Cross ice feed, here's Williams for Klimke. Braden Klimke gives it to the left wing for Cooper Williams, back to Klimke. To the right wings, Lewandowski healed the one-timer out of the near side circle wide. Tyler Parr with it, back for Lewandowski. Gives to Klimke in the middle, tries a shot deflected by Parr up high. That didn't work. It's rimmed around on the boards. Good job by Williams to claim that in the skates. Sent cross ice. Here's Lewandowski in front for Calvert at the back door, and it went by him. Williams for Parr in the corner. Tyler Parr, time winding down in the power play. 5 seconds left. Here's Seepman, a shot. A right arm save by Rocha. Puck to the far boards. Seepman in there. Bounces off a check. Parr for Seepman. In front it comes. Here's a shot by Harsani, and he drilled it high over top of the net as Mayo is out of the penalty box. Good chances for the Blades on the power play. 2 shots on goal, but unable to cash in. They're now 1-for-2 on the power play and still trail by 1. 5:05 left to go in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. Dumped in on goal by Mayo, taken the other way by Parr. Mayo strips it off his stick before he could exit the zone. On the left wing is Dezane for Clarke Caswell. He'll circle back towards the blue line, now come free. Caswell with nobody checking, shoots and scores! 5-3 Swift Current, 5 straight goals for the Broncos after giving up the first 3 as Caswell given all kinds of room up high, and he moves in and beats Evan Gardner low to the stick side.
And I'm trying to figure out here between Saunderson and Calvert maybe who decided or who might have called out that they weren't going for that guy, or Parr is the one calling for it. He's trying to call for the switch, and it's just a little too late there from the middle side guy, and that was Calvert who just couldn't get there in time. Unfortunate there for another high slot shot.
His 32nd goal of the season, scored by number 25, Clarke Caswell. The assist to number 24, Carlin DeZane. Time of the goal is 15:09. Caswell.
Back in the Swift Current and backhand shot. Save made. Sent in front. Scott couldn't come up with it. Martin for Tanner Scott. Back for Jordan Martin at the blue line. Tries it towards the goal. That hits traffic on the way to the net. And the Broncos within a lead feed, trying to spring Bernie on a breakaway. Doesn't work. Icing is taken off, though, as Bernie able to beat Jordan Martin to the imaginary hybrid icing line in the Saskatoon end. And up with it behind the Blades goal is Kasdan Matthews. To the line and out to center. Mayo hustles back. Bounce pass to the Blades line taken by Matthews. Matthews on the left wing for Tanner Scott. Back in front. Gets all the way through, and Brzezinski intercepts. Sends away Luke Misselbacher. Misselbacher crisscrosses there with his man Bernie. A backhand shot off the near wing out of the circle, and a right pad saved by Gardner. Chipped back and taken now by the Blades, and it's Matthews. Ahead on the right wing at center, Willie James for Jack Ketchkowski. Ketchkowski bursting in, a shot. Rocha takes that one off the body as he makes the save and covers up, and we get a timeout here with 3:42 left to go in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. So our second period timeout is a presentation of Sardinia Family Restaurant. You're on the way to the game dinner stop on Idlewild Drive North. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Hi, this is Dan, owner of Berg's Plumbing and Heating. With a nickname like Bookham, it's no wonder I hear this on a daily basis.
Need to finance a new furnace? Book 'em, Dano.
Need a quote on plumbing? Book 'em, Dano.
Ready for a new water heater or boiler? Book 'em, Dano.
At Berg's Plumbing and Heating, we can service any make of furnace or install a new furnace to keep you warm this winter. Have a plumbing or heating renovation? We can do that too. Just call me up and say,
Book 'em, Dano.
For a free estimate or to book an appointment, call us at Berg's Plumbing and Heating or visit bergsplumbingandheating.com.
Unlock endless possibilities with more rewards at Save On Foods. Simply download the My Offers Rewards app and start saving. My Offers are digital coupons that help you save money and earn points every week. New offers are loaded every Thursday morning. Your points can be redeemed for a wide variety of free rewards, free groceries, gift cards, or save them for the trip of a lifetime. Download the My Offers Reward app and start saving at Save On Foods. 3 Saskatoon locations: Kensington, Cumberland Square, and Brighton.
Blade City. This is the home of your Blades. CJWW.
Playback underway here at SaskTel Center. Ketchkowski off the left point, a shot blocked to the far boards. Ryland Gould works it free for Connor Gabriel, and he'll get it out of the Swift Current end and back into the Blade zone to my left. Klimke to the near wing. Ketchkowski for Williams off his stick. Kettles through the neutral ice zone, taken by Klimke. In over the Bronco line on the near wing. Klimke still with it. Cycles it in behind the goal. David Lewandowski with it. Bumps with Marek Rochak. Lewandowski still in possession. Cycles into the far corner. Williams will rim it to the near side. Klimke waiting for it. Braden Klimke takes a pass from Zach Olson. Rochak trying to maintain coverage on Klimke and gives him a couple of cross checks. The puck in amongst skates there in the Bronco left wing near side corner. Olson trying to dig it out, but Rochak does instead. Kettles to the far side. DeZane, who has 3 points in the game, bounces off a check from Ketchkowski, gets it back behind the goal. Rochak's pass is knocked down by Williams, sent to the far corner. 2:35 left to go in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. Lewandowski along the end wall centers it. Nobody there in a blue jersey, and Ryland Gould will backhand it up the far glass and out to center. Ketchkowski for Graydon Seepman at the Blades line. Sent it ahead, knocked away by Rochak. Here comes Ketchkowski in over the line. Ketchkowski a shot, and that rolls off the stick of Rochak up into the netting and out of play. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the second period. Bigfoot Vodka, the world's second best vodka, brings you the second period. Bigfoot Vodka by the foot. It is Wednesday night in the Dub. It has been a change in momentum. A roller coaster ride in which the Blades scored the first 3 goals, and then Swift Current scored 8 seconds after the third one, and have gotten 5 goals in a row to lead the Blades 5-3 here late in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. Golf towards the line, held in by Willie James. Backhanded up the far boards and in behind the net. Hudson Kibblewhite under check. Puck kicked free by Jace McFall, and the Broncos are onto it. Played forward and taken on the near wing by Parker Rondo. Rondo into the middle of the ice, try to pass, gets it back himself. Maureen for Rondo back in front, and it goes by everybody. Back into the Swift Current end to my right. Josh McGregor, 17-year-old defenseman from Brandon, back to it. For Jace McFall out of the far corner. For William Maureen, his lead pass picked off by Hayden Harsani. Sends it off a skate into the Swift Current end, batted back out to neutral ice. Harsani with it again. On the left wing, swing and a miss by Rowan Calvert at the bouncing puck. It now comes free, poked by Seepman in over the line, but not deep. And McFall into the middle. Didn't work on that first attempt. Second one, backhands into the Blades end. Isaac Pohl back to it along the inboards. Got to it and slashed it to the near side. Graydon Seepman with a minute 10 left to go in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. For Hayden Harsani on the left wing, Calvert. It comes into the middle. Here's Parr moving in a shot, and a right pad save made by the goaltender Rocha. Saunderson tried to feed it back to the near side for Parr. Off skates to neutral ice. Seepman ahead for Harsani. Gets it in over the line. Parr digging for the net. Parr back up top. That's wide of the mark. And now Misselbacher the other way. 3-on-2. Luke Misselbacher on the right wing. Delays, shoots, misses the net. Taken on the off boards by Grady Burney. He'll circle to the near side, bring it all the way to the line. Burney to the right wing side. Mayo shot blocked. Saunderson off the glass and out to center and into the Swift Current end. Tanner Scott giving chase. Scott and Brzezinski collide at the same time, going after the puck. And now with it on the far boards is Tyler Parr. He's tied up by Brzezinski. Played back behind the net by Caswell for Hunter Mayo. He'll protect and come to the near wing with a pass for Burney with 15 seconds left to go in the Bigfoot Vodka second period. Sent into the Blades end. Saunderson rims it around to center. Kettles into the skates of William James. James and Calvert get it in over the Bronco line. Orochak skates it to the near boards in his zone. Spins back with it, and that'll be the end of the second period of play. 2 goals for Swift Current in the second period, and they have a 5-3 lead after 40 minutes on the Saskatoon Blades as our second intermission programming is going to start here momentarily. And we'll get it underway with the Blades Inside Edge, a presentation of Lambert Distributing, your authorized Husqvarna dealer from the city to the acreage. They have you covered for every season. As we'll wait for John Flatters to be in position downstairs and to have a member of the Blades coaching staff ready to chat on the Blades Inside Edge here. All right, as we send it downstairs to John Flatters.
Thanks, Les. Coach Andrew Sarr, just 40 minutes into the game now. What are you seeing from the guys, and what are you going to tell them in the dressing room?
Yeah, I think obviously it's not going our way that period, but you know what? The good thing is we got 20 minutes left to go here, so you know what? We just got to keep it positive. Obviously, things haven't gone our way for 40 minutes. We let them back in after a big lead there, so we got 20 minutes to go, and we just got to get to work and get our legs going, and hopefully we can finish strong.
Now, obviously, not a ton of shots, but you were able to chase goaltender Reed Dick, and then in the second period, the Blades had a goaltender change. How does that affect maybe the bench, and maybe does it light a bit of a fire under the guys on the bench?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you're not necessarily blaming the goalie on goals like that, but you're just looking for a spark, and sometimes you don't want to waste the time out early, and switching goalies just for some reason, it just kind of rejuvenates the bench a little bit and creates a little spark and some energy, and so that's what we were doing there. Obviously, they got a quick goal to start the second period, and we just thought throwing guards in there would shake up the bench a little bit and try to get the guys going.
Is there one player in the dressing room that's kind of you're going to maybe rally the team around or try to model his effort after, or is there one guy that's really stood out for you on the bench?
Not really. Obviously, you lean on your older guys a little bit for some leadership. They've been in the situation, so you know what, we're looking for that spark, and you know what, it's just going to take all 20 guys in that locker room just to create a spark and get the energy going, because we haven't had it for 40 minutes, but the good news, like I said earlier, we got 20 minutes to go here, and hopefully we just put pucks on net, and you never know, anything can happen.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Best of luck the rest of the way. Back to you, Les.
All right, thank you very much, John Flatters, and thank you very much, Andrew Sauer, with the Blades Inside Edge, brought to you by Lambert Distributing, your authorized Husqvarna dealer. From the city to the acreage, they have you covered for every season. We've got the rest of our second intermission programming coming up, starting in 3 minutes' time. It'll be the highlight montage, followed by the game summary, including the pre-con limited shot clock. And a little later on, it'll be the out-of-town scoreboard. 5-3, Swift Current with the lead here in Saskatoon after 2 periods. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Over 36 years and going strong. Precon Limited, a family-owned business that has been manufacturing and supplying precast concrete products for Saskatchewan customers with the best quality and service possible. In the market for a septic tank, steps, residential fence, planters, or other precast concrete products? Call Precon Limited at 306-931-9229 or look them up online, preconltd.ca. Precon Limited, 306-931-9229.
Lambert Distributing. Come out from the cold to where the deals are hot at Lambert Distributing. Fantastic savings right now on snowblowers, chainsaws, blowers, and more. They've got inventory to move. It's the perfect time to replace your old and worn out equipment. Or maybe this is the year you buy that snowblower and be everyone's favorite neighbor. Save now at Lambert Distributing, your authorized local Husqvarna, Ariens, and Ego dealer. From the city to your acreage, they have you covered for every season. 3935 Buron Avenue or LambertLawnGarden.com.
Your car or truck has advanced safety features that keep you safe in an accident. After an accident, it's important that those features are restored. Advantage Collision is SGI accredited and OEM approved through Certified Collision Care. They're qualified to repair your car and restore its safety features. Take advantage of their expertise by calling Advantage Collision. They care about your safety. With locations in Prince Albert and Saskatoon. AdvantageCollision.ca.
Advantage Collision, the family shop that cares.
All West Sales in Rosetown is Saskatchewan's central and southwest dealer for all your farming needs. They have the brands that get the job done, along with an unmatched selection of equipment, like the all-new Vale Portable 6500 bushel grain bin made right here in Saskatchewan. Top names including Mandaco, Apache Sprayers, Schultz, Farm King, Versatile, and Demco. For over 37 years, All West Sales have been selling and servicing new and used farming and agriculture equipment. Contact the crew at All West Sales in Rosetown today.
TCU Plays presents St. Patrick's Day with the Irish Rovers. The Irish Rovers are live at TCU Plays March 17th.
I wasn't at a party.
Tickets are on sale now at the TCU Place box office and tcutickets.ca.
Don't you forget my unicorn. We're the Irish Rovers.
Every vodka company claims to be a #1 selling award-winning vodka. Let's face it, they care about awards, not vodka. Bigfoot Vodka is proudly the world's only second-best vodka. It's the perfect everyday low-cost, high-value vodka. They're perfectly happy to be second-best. While the so-called #1 companies are dusting their meaningless industry awards, Bigfoot is just making good vodka for you. Bigfoot Vodka. Refreshing, down to earth. The world's only second-best vodka. Bigfoot Vodka. Vodka by the foot.
I'm Ben Saunderson from Carberry, Manitoba, and this is Blades Hockey on CJWW.
3-3 as we get ready for period number 2 and a change in ends. Adam Forbes with the puck. He'll drop it in between Cooper Williams and Clarke Caswell. We are underway. Gets it for Gould. Knocked off his stick, taken by Scott. He didn't get a good shot away as Gould able to recover and lift the stick. Scott couldn't get much of a shot off to the left wing side. Caswell fires a shot blocked by Pohl. It'll come off the backboards to the right of the goal and covered up on by Ethan McCallum. Means the Blades save on Food's penalty kill comes out. And they score! Brady Burney from well out with a screen in front beats Ethan McCallum to the glove side, and the Broncos have their first lead. We're going to have both teams making goaltender change here tonight as Evan Gardner will come in, plays it into the skates of Gould, who will jump around, moves in. Gould a shot and a save made by Gardner. Looked a little awkward doing it, but he made the stop. Broncos moving in. Caswell, Misselbacher in, tried to make a deke around Gardner. Loose puck still, and finally play his whistle down. Kettles and got it ahead. Now it's played forward, and here's Willie James on a breakaway. James in, shoots, pad save made with the with the left pad by goaltender Rocha. Caswell with nobody checking, shoots and scores. 5-3 Swift Current, 5 straight goals for the Broncos after giving up the first 3. 2 goals for Swift Current in the second period, and they have a 5-3 lead after 40 minutes on the Saskatoon Blades. That's the highlight montage. Here's your game summary, a presentation of Saskatchewan Lotteries, supporting sport culture and recreation. The referees Adam Forbes and Braden Glynn. The goaltenders Ethan McCallum started for the Blades. Reed Dick started for Swift Current. Neither are still in the game. The Blades opened the scoring and got the first 3 goals. In fact, Jack Kaczkowski's second from Braden Klimke and Willie James at 5:31. Graydon Seatman on the power play. 9th of the season, 5th of the year on the man advantage, and the Blades' 51st power play goal as a team from Hayden Harsani and Rowan Calvert at 10:48. Jordan Martin made it 3-0 with his 6th from Willie James at 12:25. Broncos made their goaltending change at that point, put in Joey Rocha in place of Reed Dick, and 8 seconds after it was 3-0, it was 3-1. Hunter Mayo started the comeback for Swift Current, his 17th from Carlin Dezane and Grayson Brzezinski at 12:33. Dezane made it 3-2 with his 32nd from Rylan Gould and Peyton Kettles at 15:36. And Parker Rondo, I should say. Jeremy Rondo's his dad. Parker Rondo with his 4th tied it up from Grayson Brzezinski and Trey Wilkie at 19:28. 3-3 tie after the first period. On the Precon Limited shot clock in the first period, 14-5 in favor of Swift Current. In the second period, Broncos took the lead for the first time. Brady Burney on the power play. His 23rd goal of the season, his 7th power play goal of the year, and the Broncos' 46th power play goal as a team. Trey Wilkie and Grayson Brzezinski with the assists at 2:28, and then Clarke Caswell made it 5-3 with his 21st from Dezane at 15:09 to make it 5-3 in favor of the Broncos through 40 minutes. On the Precon Limited shot clock in the second period, 9-8 in favor of the Blades through 40 minutes of play on the shot clock. Brought to you by Precon Limited, solid as concrete. Swift Current has a 22-14 edge in shots on goal. 7 minor penalties in the game, 4 of them to Saskatoon. The Broncos are 1 for 3 against the Blades' Save-On Foods penalty kill with 5 shots on goal. The Blades are 1 for 2 on the advantage collision man advantage with 3 shots on goal. Face-offs through 40 minutes of play. The Broncos have won 22 of 36 face-offs. They've outshot the Blades 22-14, and they've won 22 of 36 face-offs, exactly the same numbers. Incredible. For the Broncos, their best in the face-off area has been Trey Wilkie, winning 8 out of 10 face-offs. Clarke Caswell's won 6 out of 8. Best for the Blades has been Cooper Williams, winning 7 out of 12 face-offs. Individual shots on goal, Hunter Mayo has 5 shots on goal to lead the way for Swift Current. And on the Blades side, with 14 shots on goal, Graydon Seatman leads the way with 3 shots. That is the story through 2 periods of play. 5-3 Broncos with the lead. That's the game summary, brought to you by Saskatchewan Lotteries, supporting sport, culture, and recreation. We'll be back with more coming up on the out-of-town scoreboard. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Hey Blades fans, welcome to another exciting year of Blades hockey. I'm Ken Cheveldayoff, MLA Saskatoon Willow Grove. I look forward to seeing you out at the games. To the Priestner family, the Blades staff, coaches, billets, thank you for providing us with this exciting entertainment. Go Blades!
Sask Lotteries has over 50 years of winning behind us. And you know what that means? Lots of winning numbers. Numbers like over 1,200 organizations funded and 12,000 plus groups supported. $6 million given away annually in community grants. And the winningest number of all, $1.4 billion given back to the people of Saskatchewan through sport, culture, and recreation. And we're just getting started. Learn more at sasklotteries.ca.
Over 36 years and going strong. Precon Limited, a family-owned business that has been manufacturing and supplying precast concrete products for Saskatchewan customers with the best quality and service possible. In the market for a septic tank, steps, residential fence, planters, or other precast concrete products? Call Precon Limited at 306-931-9229 or look them up online, preconltd.ca. Precon Limited, 306-931-9229.
For generations, the Blades have been a proud tradition in our city, providing fans with exciting live hockey action and supporting many off-ice community projects. Let's carry it forward. Go Blades, go!
Blade City, this is Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW.
Back at SaskTel Center in the second intermission, the Blades with a 5-3 deficit facing them against the Swift Current Broncos, heading for the third period. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard tonight. The out-of-town scoreboard is a presentation of All West Sales Rosetown, Highway 7 West. See all their agriculture products and services at allwestsales.ca. Elsewhere in the Western Hockey League tonight, the games in the Mountain Time Zone are underway. After one period, Edmonton leads Brandon 1-0. Kelowna has a 2-1 lead in Lethbridge after one period of play. Wenatchee with a 1-0 lead on Prince George after 20 minutes. And the other game will get started in about 25 minutes time with Kamloops in Portland. In the NHL tonight, midway through the third period, Ottawa and Chicago are tied 3-3. The Rangers are up 2-1 on Washington, nearing the midpoint of the third period. Yet to get underway, Toronto at Vegas, Vancouver at home to Anaheim, and St. Louis going to the LA Kings. And the Professional Women's Hockey League tonight. Let's see, I think we have a final now. Boston beat New York 5-2. At the Brier this afternoon, Mike McEwen defeated Ryland Claytor 7-2 in an all-Saskatchewan battle. McEwen's team 7-0, Claytor now 3-3 in Pool B. And the Blue Jays lost 7-6 in exhibition baseball action to Pittsburgh in Bradenton, Florida. The Jays' spring record is 6-4-1. That is the out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by All West Sales Rosetown, Highway 7 West. See all their agriculture products and services at allwestsales.ca. Back with the third period next. 5-3, Swift Current with the lead. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
It happens to the best of them. Father Time catches up. Someone better comes along.
Just look at the wheels on that rookie out there. The old veteran just can't keep up. He's slow, doesn't turn so well, and his back is shot.
Yeah, so when it's time to retire some of your old office furniture, Business Furnishings has your #1 draft pick ready to go. Top manufacturers like CWI, Steelcase, and West Elm.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest chair in the office.
Business Furnishings in Saskatoon and Regina. Have a great day at work.
When it comes to high-quality printing services, look no further than Linda's Printing Place in Saskatoon. Offering a wide range of printing services, their team of experienced professionals will work to bring your vision to life, ensuring your finished products exceed expectations. And with their competitive pricing and quick turnaround times, you can't go wrong with Linda's Printing Place. Call today to learn more about how they can help your business succeed. LindasPrinting.ca, where printing is their middle name. Linda's Printing, for all your printing needs.
With the end of one open water fishing season, we turn our attention to next season. Now is the time to order your new Ranger fishing boat for spring. Pally Performance can power your new Ranger boat with a Yamaha outboard engine. Pally Performance carries a full line of Yamaha outboards to power your Ranger pontoon boat, aluminum, or the iconic Ranger fiberglass fishing boat. The world's best fishing boat, Ranger, with Yamaha power. Pally Performance makes it possible. Order soon for preseason delivery. PallyPerformance.com.
20 more minutes.
Go, Blades, go!
The final 20. It's Saskatoon Blades' third period action on CJWW. Here's Les Lazaruk.
Along with John Flatters here at SaskTel Center as we head to the third period. The Swift Current Broncos with a 5-3 lead. The Broncos are generally pretty good, like every team is, when they lead after two periods of play. This is the 24th time this season the Broncos will take a lead into the third period. 20 wins and three losses. In third periods, though, the Broncos have been outscored this year, 79-58, and are a -69 on the shot clock. Shots on goal for, 2 shots on goal against. The Blades have their work cut out for them, but the third periods of the season have been good. They've outscored teams 75-62. Even though they're a -14 on the shot clock, and the Blades went trailing after 2 periods. This is the 24th time this year that this has happened. 5 wins, 17 losses, and an extra time setback. This is the only game involving East Division teams. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. Brandon's in action tonight too. They are trailing in Edmonton 1-0 after 1 period, but the Blades are using up a game in hand on Prince Albert, one of the 2 tonight, and then go visit the Raiders on Friday, and then are home to Prince Albert on Saturday night here. That's a 7 o'clock game both nights for the Blades and the Raiders. We're on the air here on CJWW at 6:45 both nights. What do the Blades have to do here in the third period, John Flatters?
I would say they definitely, again, I'm a physical play kind of guy, so everything runs through the forecheck and the physical play for me. But obviously, you're going to have to score 2 goals if you want to get this game into either overtime or get a win out of it. So it's the balancing act between cheating on offense and going for those sort of streaks and those wings, and just dumping it behind and getting those D run up against the glass and seeing what kind of turnovers you can force. Either way, you're going to have to direct a lot more shots to the net if you want to be victorious tonight.
Yeah, 14 through 2 periods isn't going to get it done, obviously, but we'll see what happens here in the third as the teams are back out on the ice. Our opening face-off will happen soon. The presentation of Linda's Printing Place. Think local, think Linda's, where printing is our middle name. Blades in the Pac-Man blue jersey with blue pants, gold numbers, white name bars, gold and white trim. Will move from my right to left. Broncos, white jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers, white name bars on a blue background, and blue and green trim. Joey Rocha's in goal to my left. Again, both starting goaltenders did not survive to play the entire game. Joey Rocha came on after Reed Dick gave up the first 3 goals on 5 shots. And then Evan Gardner came in the second period to replace Ethan McCallum after he'd given up the 4th Bronco goal. Third period face-off has happened. Jordan Martin picks his way through, and a shot off of a stick goes high in the air into the left wing corner. Rowan Calvert rims behind the net to the far side. Willie James, who's had a strong night, gets it into the corner. Brzezinski to the near side. Jumped away from Calvert. They tie up there. It's played forward by the Blades, but now taken by the Broncos. Misselbacher loses it to Calvert. In over the line. Picking his way through. Willie James, sharp angle shot, gloved by goaltender Joey Rocha.
And I like that. Again, I was saying you got to shoot from everywhere, and that's the kind of thing you got to do. You never know if those high, sharp angle shots create either a little bit of a confusion for the goalie coming off their post, or just a, off the mask and a scramble in front. But again, anywhere, anything is a good shot. You don't want to pass up an opportunity because you look for a better chance.
Face off to the left of Joey Rocha to my broadcast left, far side circle. Hayden Harsani against Ryland Gould, who wins it to the front of his goal. Connor Gabriel gave it back to Peyton Kettles, back to Gabriel, comes up the near side, pokes it by Morgan Tastad, and comes his way in over the line. Into the middle, Gould moving in a shot, and right into the body of Evan Gardner. Gould was being hassled by Tastad coming back on him, and a good opportunity suddenly faded away as Gould took a bit of a bump from Tastad as he was shooting the puck, and that may have taken him off the angle he wanted to throw it at.
And I like Harsani's back check there, because when Harsani's coming back, that gives you the opportunity. I was a fan of sending or going after the hit, so you can chase after a guy if you know you got support from your forward.
Seepman ahead up the far wing. Tanner Scott moving in, trying to send it across. It bounces off of Kettles and towards the goalmouth area, and knocked away with an arm by the netminder Rocha. Blades hold the zone. They're starting a line change. Peyton Kettles behind the net's got Tyler Parr to contend with. Kettles goes down. In to help out his Saskatoon product, Connor Gabriel. He'll play to the near wing. Gould will chip it high over top of Pole, but not out of the zone. Cooper Williams towards the goal. Puck sits in front. Loose there. Parr trying to get it free. Kicks it in front. Lewandowski wasn't able to come up with it. Now Williams intercepts a pass out of the zone, and it finally gets out to center ice. Kachkowski knocked to a knee. Gould gave it right back to Kachkowski on what looked to be like a good opportunity for Swift Current. At the line, in and over is Lewandowski. Kachkowski shot. Rocha tracks that, makes the save, absorbs and holds. The Blades with a couple of shots on goal here early in the first 95 seconds of the third period, trying to overcome the 2-goal deficit.
And so Les, through 40 minutes of play, have just sort of been noticing some nights you just get the bounces, and some nights you're not going to get those bounces. It feels like for the Blades, it's not going to be easy, and you're not going to be able to dipsy-doodle around here tonight. So what's going to be is a lot more simplified. Maybe instead of having a paintbrush in your hands, it's a little more like a shovel out there.
Straight lines is what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Face off to the left of Rocha to my broadcast left. Cooper Williams wins cleanly. Here's Klimke, a shot. It was high and wide. Played back to the line. Klimke fades over there, keeps it onside, sends it up the near boards, in behind the net. Grayson Brzezinski knocked off his stick by Lewandowski. Williams tried to center, hit the side of the goal. Klimke moves in. Braden Klimke stripped of it by Grayson Brzezinski, and back come the Broncos, but a lead pass for William Maureen doesn't work. Olsen, Kachkowski to the near wing, taken by David Lewandowski. He'll move back into the neutral ice area, and Kaczkowski will angle it off the far boards into the Swift Current end. Goaltender misplayed it, but luckily for the Broncos, Rocha's miscue ends up coming to the Broncos, and they get it out of the zone. Down into the Blades end to my right. Kaczkowski and Braden Klimke come away with it. Jack Kaczkowski with a goal tonight. Cross ice, Kasdan Matthews off his stick. Colton Worthington moves in a shot. Stick save is closing the 5-hole there. Was the netminder Rocha. Behind the net, Matthews under check. Worthington ties up with Sawyer Dingman. In to help out Marek Rochak. Worthington takes it away, sends it up the far boards. Martin up the wall, back into the middle. A shot by Scott. Rebound! And Martin chipped it high over top of the net. Along the near board, Saunderson in from the line. Gets it behind the goal. Matthews takes it off McGregor, and it ends up on the back of the net. Caught up there on the mesh. And we get a whistle on the play.
Boy, a close call there, and just like almost on cue, a nice dump and chase, a forced turnover, or I guess maybe a little bit of a miscue by Rocha, but that's what starts offensive zone time, and now you get an offensive zone face-off with some fresh bodies out there.
It's time for the Blades to push back. They need to find some way to get back here. Trailing 5-3, a face-off in the Bronco end to my left, near side circle to the right of Joey Rocha. Broncos win the draw, but clear it down the ice, and this will be icing as, well, no, they're saying no icing. Martin for Saunderson in the right wing corner. He's got Misselbacher to contend with. Gets it away from him. Martin for Calvert. Angles it off the boards to center ice. Willie James finds it. James in over the line against Misselbacher. James shoved to the boards by Misselbacher. Gets it behind the goal, but nobody in blue there to help out. Brzezinski plays it up the far boards and down the ice. This time we will have icing against Swift Current with 3 minutes and 25 seconds gone in the third period.
Boy, all it takes is 3.5 minutes, and you're starting to close the gap on the shot total there. That was a lot better than the second period from the Blades, and let's just see now if they can start to link up one line after another, and that's when you start to create holes and expose maybe some mistakes from the Broncos.
Face off to the right of Rocha, the near side circle. Arsani wins the face-off. Parr up the near boards. Too many Broncos there. They intercept and get it out to center. A return feed for Caswell, but good hustle back by Seepman to take it away. High on the glass, he sends it. Here's Scott in over the line. Arsani on the right wing, dropping it back for Parr. That didn't work. Parr lifts a stick of Bernie. Parr into the middle. Scott a shot. Rocha makes the save as Scott in the slot got hampered a little bit from behind. Didn't get a great shot off, but was still stopped and a good opportunity. Seepman spinning back in his zone. Ahead for Parr, drops it back. Arsani with speed in over the line. Trying to work his way through. Bounces off Josh McGregor, who then gets another hit on Arsani. A little battle along the near boards. One free, and Ryland Gould for Swift Current. On the left wing at center. Shoves it into the Blade zone. After it is Connor Gabriel. Plays behind the net. Gould chases it down on the near wing. Tying up there with Jack Kaczkowski. Knocked free by the Blades. Tanner Scott gets it to the line and out to center. Connor Gabriel quickly recovers for the Broncos. Rochak in over the line. Carlin Dezane with a three-point night for Connor Gabriel. Couldn't get the shot away against Seepman. Rochak in from the line. To the end boards, Ryland Gould. Wraparound attempt to save made. Rebound, Gabriel couldn't tuck it in as Gardner was down prone on his body and couldn't make the shot happen on net. And now here's Olsen to center. Sends it off of Lewandowski into the Bronco end. Peyton Kettles back. Kettles will drop it back from Eric Rochak. Rochak at the left of his goal puts on the brakes. Back behind the net. Started to the right of the goal, being watched by Zach Olsen in front. Now as the Broncos organize, Rochak to the near side. Peyton Kettles ahead on the right wing. Dezane deflects into the Blades end. Gardner out of the net. Saunderson had to hack at the puck as there were two Broncos up ice quickly. Olsen on the far wing gets it out to center. Parker Rondo shoots it into the shin guards of Olsen. And here's Williams for Olsen. Back in over the line. Lewandowski gets the puck to sit down after it was deflected high in the air. Lewandowski to the near side point. Klimke tries a shot, deflected. It's in on goal. Williams trying to tuck it through. Goaltender Rocha, who's down and covers up at the right of his crease as we get some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Broncos don't like the Blades crowding the crease, trying to come up with a loose puck with 5:36 gone here in the third period.
Well, and you touched on it. Zach Olson, no stranger to mixing it up in the battles there. And I think, again, he did a very smart thing in showing that, yes, we're going to continue going to the net, but he didn't get all riled up and maybe run the risk of taking an undisciplined penalty. He seems to be having a little chat there with Gould on his way off the ice, but that was key discipline there and a good shift from the Blades to, again, get an offensive zone faceoff.
Faceoff will be in the Swift Current end. To my broadcast left, near side circle to the right of Joey Rocha. Kasdan Matthews out for the Blades with Colton Worthington. Again, the Blades only 11 forwards. These are the 10th and 11th forwards. Joined on this shift by Tyler Parr. As Rondo comes in for the draw, Matthews wins it back. Saunderson at the line. Going to move up the wing, and we're going to get a penalty call here on Colton Worthington for throwing a little pick, moving pick on William Marine, and the Broncos are going to get a power play out of this.
Boy, I have to wait and check the replay there because I always give the benefit of the doubt on maybe 5 seconds, kind of like the 5-yard rule in football. You can pretty much get away with murder. I always used to say, give them 5 seconds, tie them up, butt end or slash or whatever they want, and then you can go and start calling penalties. But I didn't get a look at the replay, but huge kill opportunity here for the Blades.
Interference will be the penalty on Colton Worthington. 5:40 of the third period. Broncos 1 for 3 on the power play against the Blades. Save on Foods penalty kill. Shot
penalty to number 14, Colton Worthington. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty is 5:40.
Shop online at saveonfoods.com. Here come the Blades shorthanded. 3-on-2. Willie James in. Saunderson to the net. Deflected. Now James trying to tuck it in off the rebound, and Rocha got across to his right with Pat on post to make sure that James couldn't tuck it in and get a shorty. Now back the other way is Carlin Dezane. In over the line for Ryland Gould. Gould's back pass is outside the line to center. Post call there. The Blades had an opportunity. Shorthanded. Now Dezane busts around, gets in, shot, save made with a glove by Evan Gardner. They needed that as Dezane got sent in alone, being hassled from behind by Saunderson, but he was able to get inside position and go to the net.
Well, 2 big saves there from Gardner. The first one, the glove save, and actually that one too, and it helped, as you can see here, the Blades getting up the ice. Shorthanded opportunity. They had a 3-on-2 there for a moment.
Yeah. Face off to the right of Evan Gardner to my broadcast right. Gould wins the draw. Caswell back to the line. Hunter Mayo likes to shoot the puck. He gives it right wing. So does Misselbacher like to shoot. His one attempt was blocked by Seepman wide of the goal. Rim to the near side. Misselbacher has Seepman on him. It's played across. Gould in front. Dezane the shot. A save made by Gardner. Rebound in front. And Kibblewhite will get it out of the zone and down into the Bronco end with 50 seconds left to go in the Save On Foods penalty kill. Broncos road power play 19th in the league coming into tonight. That's 16.5% proficiency. Blades home ice penalty kill 21st in the league, 73.3% efficiency. Tie up in the Blades left wing corner. The puck comes free to the far side. Caswell into the slot. Dezane to shot, and Calvert came across to drop in front and block. And now he'll play it high on the far glass and down the ice, and there's 15 seconds left to go in the Bronco power play as Swift Current about to be 6 for 16 on the season series on the power play against the Blades. A lead pass for Gabriel. Parr knocked it off his stick briefly. Now Gabriel gets it back behind the Blades goal. Kachkowski loses the handle. Here's Wilkie, a shot that glanced off of a leg on the way and goes wide. Blades back at full strength, and away with it is Tyler Parr. Center ice, hits the Bronco line and over on the near wing. Cutting for the net, a shot, and he threw it across the front of the goal mouth and wide. Kachkowski almost stumbled and fell, a toe pick at the blue line. And now the Broncos take it away. In over the Blades line, Wilkie trying a pass. That doesn't work. Cooper Williams walls off on Connor Gabriel and allows Saskatoon to come away with the puck. Parr in neutral ice, shoots it into the Swift Current end and finish up a line change. 3 shots on goal for the Broncos on that power play. They are 1 for 4 tonight on the man advantage with 8 shots on goal. Isaac Pohl from the line, a shot, save made. Rocha, rebound, poked wide by Lewandowski. Williams couldn't come up with the puck. Pass attempt now by the Broncos. Otto Hansen just does get it outside the line. It's right inside the Swift Current blue line and dug free by Wilkie. Backing it up to Marek Rochak. Spins away from Zach Olson. Rochak in the near corner. Fanning on it is Wilkie. Olsen in the middle. A shot and a right skate save made by Joey Rocha. Broncos clear the zone, and now Connor Dale takes it away from Pohl. Dale in. Toe drag attempt and a strip by Seepman before he could get the shot off. Olsen for Lewandowski. Trying to step around the defense. Can't do so. Puck into the far corner. Lewandowski stays with it against Sawyer Dingman. In to help out is Hayden Harsani. Harsani along the far boards. Spins back up the wall for Lewandowski. He's got Sawyer Dingman on him, taking him to the boards. Lewandowski stays with it. Olsen rims it around, but Seepman on the near side was into the middle of the ice, and so the puck all the way back into the Blades' end as we're 9.5 minutes gone in the third period. 5-3, Swift Current with the lead in this all-important East Division matchup. Seepman for his defense partner, Kaczkowski. Cross ice, Tanner Scott moving in. Scott trying to feed it into the middle. Intercepted by the Broncos. Back they come the other way. Connor Gabriel wheeling through neutral ice. In over the Blades line. Goes wide. Jordan Martin forces him off the puck. And now this is sent high over top of the glass and out of play by the Blades. And it's going to be a delay of game penalty on Jack Kaczkowski. Even though he was under check from behind, he lifted it off his stick up high over the glass directly. And Swift Current will go to the power play when we come back. The timeout is brought to you by Sardinia Family Restaurant, a legend in the making on Idlewild. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
With over 20 years of experience, Courtesy Plumbing and Heating are your heating and cooling specialists. We have the tools, equipment, and expertise to get the job done right the first time. Upgrade your furnace or tankless water heater and save up to $1,000. For your furnace installs or service calls, call Courtesy at 306-382-4122. We offer emergency services to keep your natural gas heating equipment and air conditioners running smoothly. Courtesy is your service professionals and a Sask Energy Network member. Courtesy Plumbing and Heating. Call 306-382-4122.
IDP, Impact Diesel Performance, where everyone speaks diesel.
Joe here from Impact Diesel Performance, reminding you to maintain your ride. Winter is here, and believe it or not, even with the chill, your diesel truck should run smooth. It's time to pick up some fuel conditioner, change your filters, and even add a coolant heater for those really cold days. Save yourself the headache. Come see us at 4002 Baron Avenue or give us a call at 306-649-FUEL.
IDP, Impact Diesel Performance, your spot for diesel parts and service.
At home and on the road, the Blades are live on CJWW.
So a delay of game penalty on Jack Kaczkowski.
Time of the penalty is 9:54. Kaczkowski for delay of game at 9 minutes 54 seconds.
Broncos on the power play for the 5th time. Misselbacher on the near wing. Dropping it back for Brzezinski. He manages to get away from Kibblewhite. Gives it back to Misselbacher. Up high to the left wing side. Caswell beside the net. In front for Brzezinski, and a good defensive play to knock that down. Now Misselbacher knocks a puck out of midair. Keeps it onside. DeZane being hassled. It's still loose up high in the slot. Broncos get the puck back. Brzezinski into the far corner. Gould up the wall. Back into the middle. Here's a shot by Brzezinski, blocked to the far boards. Caswell gets it again. Clarke Caswell ducks a check. Tried to center it. Blocked by the Blades. Saunderson with it. He'll clear it all the way down the ice. A minute 15 remains in the Save On Foods penalty kill. Shop online at saveonfoods.com. Broncos 1 for 4 on the power play tonight with 8 shots on goal. Here's DeZane through neutral ice. Hits the line and over, trying to split between the defense. Gets through to the far boards. Caswell gets it back to the blue line. Brzezinski. Near side Misselbacher looking for a shooting lane. Forced to come back to the near boards. 19-year-old Luke Misselbacher for Gould. Back up top. Brzezinski. Left wing circle. Caswell. Ducks right around Pohl. Sent it across. It went off Misselbacher to the near side boards. Ryland Gould with it. Gould picking his way. Drops it off Misselbacher. Back to the line Brzezinski. Brzezinski fans on his pass. Calvert mishandles the puck and now takes it away. And away he goes with Tyler Parr. 2-on-2. Calvert moving in a shot, and he just missed the net. Went wide to the near side and then threw it back the other way and just missed. 15 seconds left to go in the Bronco power play. They have yet to get a shot on goal on this one. They have a 2-goal lead, though, so it's just a matter of making sure they don't give up anything shorthanded-wise. Seepman up the far boards. Willie James lifts a stick. Puck comes out of the zone. Out of the penalty box is Kaczkowski. The Broncos, though, get it into the Blades' end to my right. Goaltender Gardner with under 8 minutes left to go in the third. Long stretch pass for Willie James. Ahead into the Bronco end. Tanner Scott chases it down. James in the middle, a shot, glove save by Joey Rocha, and he'll hold on.
Boy, Willie James has really been having a great game tonight. You mentioned it in the second period, just starting to come on little by little, and every shift since you said that, he's been kind of your eyes are drawn to him, whether it's getting shots or just winning loose puck races. And actually, that's something I think the Blades need to just ramp up a little more. F1, when they get in on a battle, it's just a little too late for that second Blades supporter to get in there, and that's given the Broncos just a little bit of extra time to sort of break up that offensive chance and get the puck back. So a little bit better, a little bit closer support, I think, is just what the Blades need here.
How about Joey Rocha stopped all 17 shots that he's faced since coming on in place of Reed Dick after the Blades took a 3-0 lead at the 12:25 mark of the first period. He has stopped all 17 since and has allowed the Broncos to come back from the 3-0 deficit and now lead 5-3. In the Bronco end to my left. Back to the blue line. Olsen cross ice. Saunderson trying to get free of Gabriel. Ben Saunderson moves in. Backhand shot saved by Rocha. And the rebound spills to the near side. And William Marine for Trey Wilkie. Banks it off of Zach Olsen. And that's off. Well, puck ended up actually into the Bronco bench as Olsen took down Trey Wilkie, who looks up and says, "Why'd you do that for?"
I think actually Wilkie's stick might have hit Olsen in the back of the neck, and so they were kind of chirping back and forth about that. But boy, I'm really enjoying watching this Olsen play.
And he's only 16.
It's only going to get better, yeah. And he's only going to get meaner.
Yes. Play with that edge.
As he distributes a little slash to the ankle there to let him know he's there.
Rimmed into the Blades end. Saunderson can't come up with it cleanly. Caswell fell, though. And so now Cooper Williams twisting and turning in the left wing corner. Gets away. Gets a return feed from Lewandowski. Give back to Lewandowski. He fanned on his pass, and the Broncos come back. Brady Burney, who has a goal. Drop feed Clarke Caswell to the front of the net for Misselbacher. He was posting up on Martin, but back checking by Williams knocked it away. Burney along the far boards in the Blades end. Behind the net, Saunderson battling with Caswell, both captains into the fray. Isaac Pohl in there against Luke Misselbacher. Still loose along that corner boards and finally taken by Cooper Williams. Slowly forward, blue line to center. Zach Olsen couldn't work it past Josh McGregor, who sends it forward. Caswell gets knocked on in the head by Isaac Pohl. Now it comes to the near side. A shot from the boards by Misselbacher. Absorbed and held by Evan Gardner. And we get a whistle and a timeout with 6:19 left to go in regulation time. This timeout, presentation of Sardinia Family Restaurant. Visit Alex and the friendly staff on Idlewild today. It's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Unlock endless possibilities with more rewards at Save On Foods. Simply download the My Offers Rewards app and start saving. My Offers are digital coupons that help you save money and earn points every week. New offers are loaded every Thursday morning. Your points can be redeemed for a wide variety of free rewards, free groceries, gift cards, or save them for the trip of a lifetime. Download the My Offers Reward app and start saving at Save On Foods. 3 Saskatoon locations: Kensington, Cumberland Square, and Brighton.
AgriCity is Canada's largest selection of affordable crop inputs. AgriCity's lineup of exclusive crop protection solutions has been designed in Canada to solve challenges on Canadian farms. They supply the highest performance products delivered to your farm with full warranty. And right now, the guaranteed lowest price on glyphosate and glufosinate in Canada. Visit your AgriCity retailer and save. AgriCity. Affordable. Performance. Guaranteed. AgriCity.com.
Blades Hockey and all the hard-hitting action is right here on CJWW.
6:19 left to go in regulation time. Swift Current Broncos 5, Saskatoon 3. Face off in the Blades end to my broadcast right, near side circle to the left of Evan Gardner, making his first appearance since February the 2nd, overcoming a lower body injury. Jumps over Rochak's stick as the Blades tried to get it out at the line and all the way back into the Swift Current end to my left. Rochak for Grayson Brzezinski. Met there by Parr. Comes back to the near side circle. Rochak for Otto Hansen, couldn't get out right away. Now Brzezinski with a lead pass at center. Connor Dale in over the line. Swinging backhand pass was taken away by Saunderson, but given right back to the Broncos. Saunderson knocks it off Dingman's stick. Both went to the ice. Martin to the near side. Chipped out of the Blades end and out to center by Tanner Scott. Marek Rochak in his zone, being pursued by Hayden Harsani. Rochak for Connor Dale. Got away from Harsani as well. Here's Connor Dale. Nice move to get in over the line. Otto Hansen, left wing. Dingman a shot. He had an open look and fired it high, going to the glove side on the goaltender Gardner. Broncos get it to the end boards. Pohl steps into his man, Connor Dale. Blades away with the puck. Tyler Parr sidesteps Ryland Gould. And now will curl back as the Blades are finishing a line change. Parr for Graydon Seepman in his zone. Gives to the right wing circle. Isaac Pohl ahead. Rowan Calvert in over the line. Peyton Kettle staying with him. Willie James into that fray as it's tied up in the far corner. Calvert wins it back to the line. Pohl fires a shot, hits traffic in front and jumps over top of the net. Kibblewhite in the near corner. Hudson Kibblewhite tied up by Peyton Kettles. Gabriel knocked it free. McFall for Dezane and now for Connor Gabriel through the neutral ice area to the right wing for Ryland Gould. Into the fray comes Josh McGregor, the late man coming in. He'll drop it off. Gould shot blocked on the way to the goal. Seepman can't come up with the handle. Here's Connor Gabriel. Leaves it. Rochak moving in a shot. And Evan Gardner down makes the save. Seepman lifts it high in the air. Rochak can't glove it down. It's out to center and Rowan Calvert with it. Calvert in over the Bronco line. Along the far boards, getting double teamed there. Finally kicks it free. Willie James had it briefly. Dezane doesn't get it out. James moving along the near side. Still with it, Willie James. Now will backhand it into the near corner. Cooper Williams and Rochak tie up. The Blades are starting a line change, and that allows the Broncos to dig the puck free from the two combatants along the end boards. And Josh McGregor drops it back off from Eric Rochak. Rochak ahead, cut off by Zach Olson. Olson sends it through the goalmouth area and out the other side. Cooper Williams on the right wing. To the line, Klimke a shot. It was blocked on the way to the goal. Ricochets to the far wing, taken by Dezane. Dezane to center, loses the handle, taken by Zach Olson of the Blades. Olson on the right wing, moving in, tried to feed it in front, it's blocked. Cooper Williams can't come up with it, and Rochak plays it high in the air, off of the far glass, all the way down the ice on Gardner. He'll sweep it backhand behind the net, and a Bronco player, Trey Wilkie, crashes into the end boards, going in on the initial attempt to get after the puck. Cross-ice feed by Lewandowski in the Swift Current end is intercepted. Rondo at neutral ice hacks it into the Blade zone. 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Played in behind the net by Wilkie, and Braden Klimke with it. And we'll start watching Evan Gardner. Now it comes free. Here's Harsani moving in. Hayden Harsani across for Lewandowski, and a toe save by Rocha at the near post with his right toe. Makes the stop, covers up on the rebound, and here comes Gardner to the bench. I'm sure we're going to get an extra attacker for the Blades here with 2:48 left to go and a 5-3 Swift Current lead.
I was just going to say, is now sort of getting to be the time where you start to look for those, not the cheats, but you have to start looking for the shortcuts, and you absolutely are going to need every man that you can get. As I've been noticing just throughout the evening, the Broncos always seem to have an extra guy in the battle. If there's 3 Blades, there's 4 Broncos. Even if that means leaving only one guy in front of the net, they've really put a pressure on these Blades along the boards.
Calvert against Gould. Puck sits in the circle. Played back to the line by James. Scott up the left wing boards. Beside the net for Tyler Parr. Brzezinski steps into him. Connor Gabriel up the near wall. James battling in there against Gabriel. Tanner Scott in there as well. A 5-6 player battle along the near boards. Not much room. Now Calvert digs it free. Parr looks back up the near boards to the line. Tanner Scott forward towards the corner. Parr back to Scott. Scott into the slot. A shot attempt by James blocked. Harsani on the far wing. Sends it into the far corner. Calvert trying to get free of Brzezinski. Cycles behind the net. Parr into the slot. Shot by Harsani and off the side of the goal. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Parr cross ice. Harsani doesn't claim it cleanly. Has it now along the right wing boards. Beside the net. Calvert into the middle looking for Willie James. He couldn't come up with it cleanly. Brzezinski plays behind the net. Right there is Parr for the Blades. Scott, midpoint. Seepman tries a shot, and that one goes off of bodies up high into the netting beside the Bronco goal to my broadcast right and out of play with 1:45 left to go in regulation time.
Well, the third period has absolutely been the Blades' best. Even though they got 3 goals in the first period, this has been the best 20 minutes or I guess 18 minutes, 15 seconds of Blades hockey so far in this game. You just hope that it's not too little too late.
Timeout called. Let's see who called it. Swift Current called the timeout. Interesting. So Terrace McEwen wants to make sure his best players are out there, rested and ready for the onslaught that's likely to come. Maybe they can get the empty net goal and claim their 32nd win of the year. The Blades would like to get a goal quickly, probably before there's a minute left to go in the third period, and then reorganize and try and do it again.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, it would be something. The Blades have scored 6-on-5 goals a few times this season.
And while neither of us are by any stretch of the imagination coaches or I guess sort of savants when it comes to the face-off plays, but I'm always a big believer, let your defense take the puck and let those forwards go up and run interference. We'll see what the Blades do here, as it looks like they will press up against the hash marks there.
5 Blades goals have been scored with the goaltender out for an extra attacker. Sent to the line and out. Williams gets a stick in there on Luke Misselbacher, and they had to call the hook as Misselbacher was threatening to get away in neutral ice to score on the empty net. And so Cooper Williams is going to go off with 1:36 left, and that might just do it for the Saskatoon Blades.
And that's too
fans don't like the call.
And you can't blame him. Again, late in the game, and it was just a quick little stick lift, and it has been I mean, you get 12, 13 shots here from the Blades this period. And watching that replay, I'm sure you know what I would say about that.
I know what you'd say.
And it would be accompanied by a few extra minutes in the box.
Broncos win the face-off.
5, Cooper Williams, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalties, 18:24.
Misselbacher back to the line. Brzezinski for Peyton Kettles. Kettles a shot, glove save Gardner, and he'll hold on as Jordan Martin gave Brady Burney a little extra business with the stick as that shot was on its way through.
But in about 2 weeks' time, you're going to have to expect that every single whistle, and you're going to have to be expected not to give anything back. So that's good practice, good warm-up if these guys want to go in a long postseason run.
Minute 17 left to go in the game. 5-3, Swift Current with the lead. Blades trying to clear the puck forward out of the zone and get somebody going out of the zone. It gets to the line. Rochak can't hold it in. It's still loose and neutralized. Now Saunderson with it. Saunderson. Parr moving in. A shot. He missed the net. Goaltender Gardner to the bench for an extra attacker. It's 5 skaters on 5. Seepman. Calvert cross ice. Saunderson with it on the right wing. Ben Saunderson curls in that far corner. Looks back to the line for Graydon Seepman. Near side Harsani. Hayden Harsani. Under check from Connor Gabriel. Fans wanting a penalty on Gabriel for getting the stick tangled up. And now it comes free, and with it is Carlin Dezane. He's going to break away. Dezane will score into the empty net, and that'll make it 6-3 for the Broncos with 33.2 seconds left to go. And that certainly will do it, as that's a power play goal for the Broncos into the empty net.
Yeah, just outlasting the Blades here, where the Broncos, after a tough start to the game, they were able to refocus things in the first period there, and they really, with the exception of the first 10 minutes of this period, maybe 15 minutes of this period, have really controlled the game in all 3 zones. So I think this is kind of going to be deserved for the Broncos, and a good learning lesson here for the Blades, who, don't forget, are quite a young team.
That is the case. 9 17-year-olds in their lineup tonight. A good start, but not a great finish, unfortunately.
For Carlin Dezane. The assist to number 14, Connor Gabriel. Time of the goal, 19:26.
Dezane from Gabriel at 19:26, a power play goal for the Broncos. That'll make them 2 for 6 on the man advantage in the game, as there's 15 seconds left. Blades into the Broncos' end. A shot and a save made, and then Olsen gets a stick into the glove of goaltender Marek Rochak, and now everybody is in there along the end boards in the Saskatoon end. The officials trying to ward things off. Olsen into it with Trey Wilkie.
Yeah, they're throwing, but gloves look like they're still on here.
Gloves are still on, and there's a linesman involved as well. Now both linesmen are in to separate those two. And with 10.6 seconds left, a bit of a testosterone leak here to finish this one off. Olsen and Wilkie will make their way. Oh, Olsen just shoved the linesman. Uh-oh. Riley Carrier was escorting Olsen to the bench, and Olsen turned and didn't like something. We may have a little bit of extra there.
That's unfortunate again, because I really like the game that Olsen played with that kind of edge, that snarl, that kind of mustard in his game. But you really got to be careful again late in the game. What I do like from the Blades there, all 5 guys got involved, made sure that nobody got left behind. I was watching a game a couple of weekends ago where I won't tell you who, but there was a player who's maybe more offensively gifted and forgot to protect his teammates, and boy, did it stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
I like that. Whenever you have guys on the ice, you got to stick up for them. Whether what they did was right or wrong, you got to stick up for them. So that's definitely something to look forward to, and something you can band behind as everybody sticks together when the going gets tough.
The officials over at the timekeeper's bench talking to the scorekeeper and amongst themselves, and I believe this is the linesman who may have gotten the extra shove from Olsen in there in the discussion, and we'll see what ends up happening when it comes to penalties here.
And don't forget, that's a teenager, so there's definitely some hormones going on, and there's tempers, especially in the middle of a competitive game. So I know the feeling from Olsen there is sometimes the referee or the linesman that's escorting you off the ice has some choice words for you after you've maybe exchanged 100 or so to the linesmen and referees throughout the game. But again, emotional control is going to come so in handy in a few weeks' time.
Yes, it will. In the meantime, the discussion continues over at the penalty box area. Tyler Parr for the Blades and Ryland Gould for Swift Current. We're going to have a face-off in neutral ice outside the Swift Current blue line from the looks of it. No time coming up on the clock for penalties. Try and get these last 10.6 seconds run off without any further incident. We can get our way to the post-game show here tonight on Wednesday night in the Dub. It'll be Worthington, Matthews, and James with Cole and Martin for the Blades. Face-off dropped in at center. Broncos control. Kettles dropping back. He'll take it. It'll just wind down the time. On Wednesday night in the Dub, it's the Swift Current Broncos coming back from a 3-0 deficit and defeating the Saskatoon Blades by a final score of 6-3, as the Broncos now move to within 3 points of the Blades for 3rd place in the East Division and 7th place in the Eastern Conference. The Blades' magic number to clinch a playoff spot is still at 5 points. Somebody has thrown a rubber puck out onto the ice. The fans not all that terribly excited about the way this one went tonight, directing more of their vitriol towards the officials as they announced the penalties at the end of the game. 6-3 the final. Post-game show coming your way next from the Backstage Lounge. And it's Wednesday night in the Dub. You're listening to Saskatoon Blades Hockey on CJWW and watching on WHL Live and YouTube.
Hey there, Derek Chesney here with the Saskatoon Crime Stoppers. This week on Crime Stoppers Unmasked, we're needing your assistance in identifying a suspect in an arson that took place in the 300 block of Avenue R South. On November 29th, 2024 at 7 in the morning, an unknown suspect entered the front entrance of the apartment building. They lit a blanket with a butane can on fire, which resulted in a substantial explosion